Hey guys, what's going on? FYMyPawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we managed to... well, we did a lot of lore stuff mainly, but we did accomplish one thing at the very least. We managed to get a lot of lore... well, like I said before, we got a lot of lore covered. We became a general. We also chose our mythic capabilities. I'm still uncertain whether I'm certain about the choices, so I might do something with that. I haven't decided yet, but I'm quite satisfied right now, so I'm just hoping that build works out. If it doesn't, that's my mistake, and I'll just live with it, but yeah. For this stream, we are going to ignore most of the lore bits now at this point. We'll wrap up some things here and there, but we're basically done with all the lore stuff, and we shouldn't have to worry about lore dumps like that any further than we already have, but we'll see. So, without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Okay, hold on. Is the stream number correct? Hold on. Okay, we're not looking at Kingmaker. Okay, yeah, no, it's stream 7. That's my mistake. But it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Alright. Now, if I do recall correctly, the only person we have to talk with is Nura. And everybody else is subpar with discussion? At least I do believe we're in a point that we don't need to talk as much. But before we do go out and do our things, we're going to talk with Wilser Garms and get some wares real quick. We're going to sell anything we picked up along the way. And let's see, anything else I want to sell before I head out? Honestly, I plan on keeping most of this, so that'll be fine. Alright, we want price in descending order, obviously. Let's see, we've got bracers of rough landing. Yeah, nothing too special. The gloves of dueling would be nice if we had a fighter, but we do not. So anything with CMD against disarm is not going to work. Ring of Protection +2 would be really nice, but I'm not going to push for it. Let's see. Should I keep that? I feel like that's really important. Hold on, let me do a quick Google search, just to make sure. Alright, good. I just wanted to check just to make sure. No, this ring does not have any future use, it's just a sellable. So you're good to pawn it off at your earliest convenience. At least to what I believe is going on, so that's something. We don't need Knight's Challenge, we don't need any of these ability items, I suppose. Mithril Breastplate would be nice, but it's fine. Although, hold on. Mithril Chain Shirt, that gets it to 10. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Oh, well, anyways, weapons. I do believe I've already sorted those out, so no, we don't have anything we want to buy.
This way.
For now, anyways. Is there anything else I want to cover? Alright, well, we're level 4. Yeah, so level 4 Sylvan Sorcerer. We got 1 level in Enlightened Philosopher and Thug. So, yeah, that's fine.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Okay, yeah, no, I think the only other conversation we need to cover in this area is, yeah, over here. It appears we got a blacksmith to work with, so that's interesting in of its own right. Cold iron masterwork spiked heavy shield. Cool. Yeah, nope, the blacksmith is pretty useless here. We could talk with Wooldriff, actually, because he might actually have some stuff. Show me what you have in your collection. Price in descending order. Alright, veteran armor is interesting. A wand of confusion is interesting. Robe of inevitability. +2 to spell pen. That's a pretty good one. Quarterstaff of slip. It's fine. Wand of haste is okay. Okay, wand of bone shaker. That's nice. Okay, we got some apprentice lock picks. We can get some cloaks of resistance if we wish. Honestly, I think... yeah, I think the cloak of resistances are actually pretty good. Well, there's weapons. Nothing too special. Armor's already pretty basic. Honestly, I think the cloaks of resistance are the best buy here. Yeah, let's get the cloaks of resistance. Done. That way, at the very least, we got some cloaks that we can give to our mooks. As for who gets them, let's see. We should probably focus on our melee group, so we're going to want to give one to Merman here. We'll give one to Beastman. We'll hold off on Triclops for now. And now, without further delay, let's talk with Nura, because we still got a talk with her about. Tell me about the history of the Worldwound. Oh, I could talk about this for hours. What exactly do you want to know? Tell me about the old Secorus. It was an unforgiving country inhabited by numerous tribes of Celtic barbarians. Imagine Numeria, but without the metal mountains, or the realm of the Mammoth Lords, but with a milder climate. That's Secorus. The city was ruled by priests of forgotten deities and shamans. It is said that even back then, before the Worldwound, the boundary between worlds was especially thin in this region. Since ancient times, Discari has had his claws sunk deep into the minds of the locals. His cults thrived here for many centuries. Aroden tried to stamp them out, but in the end, of course, he passed away. How did the Worldwound come to be? It happened the year Aroden died, 4606, a little over a century ago. No one knows if the timing was coincidental or if there was some connection with Aroden's death. But I'll tell you what we do know. The priests and shamans who ruled Secorus hated arcane magic, and all who practiced it. Wizards and sorcerers were driven from the lands, or worse, one of their prisons held a witch named Aliru Vorlesh. We know nothing about her besides her name, and of course the atrocity she committed. By some unknown method, she managed to harness the terrible power of the demon lord Discari. Together, they tore open a barrier between worlds, opening a rift to the abyss. In the very middle of Secorus, the Worldwound slowly but mercilessly expanded, devouring more and more land. In a matter of years, Secorus was but a memory. After a moment of silence, Nura adds softly, "Sometimes I think, what did they do to Alira in that prison? Just imagine, she was ready to give herself to the abyss, if only the demons might devour her torturers along with her. To imagine such hatred, it terrifies me." Tell me about the First Crusade. It began in 4622. Yes, it took the church and the secular authorities nearly 2 decades and hundreds of thousands of lives before they decided to take action. In the meantime, Secorus was only supported by a handful of volunteers. By the time the Crusades began, the demons had already invaded Mendev. The Crusaders pushed them back in what must have seemed a total triumph at the time, the force of the goods easily crushing the demons on all fronts. They erected Dresden on the lands they conquered, an indestructible fortress and the capital of the Crusader movement. In 4630, 8 years after it began, the First Crusade was declared victorious. It was the first triumph of the Crusaders, and unfortunately, the last. Alright, how about the second? In 4638, the Worldwound study started expanding, and a new wave of demons appeared. The Crusaders were all but delighted. Last time, they routed the forces of the Abyss, and they welcomed another chance to prove themselves. But this time, everything was different. Instead of scattering gangs, they faced a large and organized army. Dresden was besieged, and the Crusaders lost all the lands they'd won back before. They had to retreat, and all that remained of Secorus was left to the demons. But while the monsters were devouring the unprotected lands, the Crusaders erected a chain of wardstones along the border of the Worldwound. We have Iomade and her herald to thank for her help. It was the Second Crusade's only victory, but it halted the wound's growth. The catastrophe had become a stalemate, at the cost of tremendous sacrifice. Alright, what about the Third Crusade? About 50 years after the opening of the Worldwound, Dascari found an ally. Baphomet entered the war, a cunning, insidious demon lord who prefers deception to open conquest. He sets his enemies against each other and lures the virtuous onto a path of wickedness. Traitors appeared among the Crusaders, secret agents of his cult. For a time, no one suspected a thing, even as they watched helplessly as the Crusader movement fell to ruin. Where once valor proudly stood, now greed and dumb cruelty reigned. The outrage was drowned in apathy in 4665. The church announced a new crusade, hoping to boost morale. They didn't succeed, to put it mildly. Some fought the demons in earnest, and for a time they even dared to hope to take Dresden. But the Third Crusade would be remembered as a witch hunt, in every sense. Inquisitors hoped to purge any cultists from the ranks of fighters, but instead they got a barrage of denunciations, widespread suspicion, and innocent victims. It sometimes happened that two orders would denounce each other as traitors and wipe each other out, much to the demon's delight. Just 3 years later, in 4668, the Church put the disgrace to an end. Of all the Crusades, that one was the least glorious. And tell me about the fourth. Of course, the demons had no intention of sitting quietly caged behind the wardstones. They kept attacking Canabras, trying to reach the stone and destroying it. Or just scratch its surface. Or, if even that wasn't possible, befoul it. The Crusaders drove the demons away from the city, again and again. The Fourth Crusade would last for 15 years, an exhausting study in provisional warfare. The demons attacked, and they were pushed back. The Crusaders went on the offensive, but were forced to retreat, and all the while, their losses were tremendous. One sec. The Fourth Crusade's only achievement was that they didn't let a single wardstone fall. They didn't retake a sliver of land, to say nothing of Dresden. So many lives just to maintain the stalemate. You can imagine how that affected morale. Thank you for your answers. I have to go. And if she says if we have questions, we can go and ask. So that's good. But yeah, no, I'm tired of talking. Let's move on with the main task at hand. I'm tired of lore. We've talked with basically everybody here for the most part, so. Yeah. Alright, I don't think there's anything on the sides here that I need to grab, so. Yeah, let's just make sure. There's no bags around here. Nope, nothing I can see. Okay. Alright, we're moving out. Now, I'm going to check the map first. Well, hold on, let's Yeah, let's go over the... Well, no. Hold on. Alright, let's open the area exits. I do believe we need 2 people for this mission. So we need to bring... We need to bring Seelah, I believe. So we are going to move him out, and we are going to take him. And we will take out, I guess, our cleric here. There we go. I do believe I need these 2 temporarily for the quest at hand. But otherwise, I should be fine. Yeah, so to complete Sosiel's stuff, I have to do that. And for the Houndheart campsite, I have to do that. So, I do not need to know this tutorial, but I will roughly basically explain it. We're going to swap over to... Let's see. No, we don't need to go there. We need to go over to the recruits. So, recruitment. So, in order to recruit men, you need to go over to this tab, and you have a few resources that you can use. Gems are used to buy normal units, so you can buy a bunch of footmen here, like so. For this is archers, which are arguably the most powerful units in the game, so it's good to spend what you can here. We're going to put the archers on here and there. I guess we'll put the footmen there. And now we have 2 armies. We have one with 100 footmen and one with 66. For now, we need to get ourselves a general if we can. So, generals. Let's go over those. You can theoretically choose any, but every time you open the Assign General tab, you should be able to find something. Yeah, so basically, there's a plethora of options that you can go for. What I personally do, and what it should be considered by most people, is to get something of an arcane caster. So, to give you a rough idea, these are the knights, and they will give you the most defensive stats. These are the rangers, which will give you trickery and buffs to your minions. There is another, but this one is casters. So they basically cast spells to help fight the enemy. I do believe there is a specific general I want, so just give me a moment while I find him. Yeah, we don't want Magister Pikewell. Sinchina Shy, no. Okay. We don't want her. Yeah, no, I think we're going to go with Chief Agaboya. Because she is one who has Scorching Ray, which is a very powerful spell. So, yeah, we're going to recruit her next chance we get. So, once we get 500 star points, then we can go there. We're going to unite our groups and bring them to a consensus as a Crusader army of 1. And we're going to immediately send them out to war by taking the lead on this demon army here. And that'll be our first goal, that is. Pursue, obviously. We want to kill these guys. Okay, we are going to... Oh, 1 second, I need to be right back, so give me 5 minutes and I will explain things. Yeah, see you in 5 minutes. Alright, I am now back. Alright, so let me give you a rough idea of how this goes. So, as you can probably guess, there is, well, that. So, combat works as so. You move the units to a particular location. You have melee units, you have ranged units. Ranged units, being archers, deal damage from a range, obviously. Whereas melee units fight from melee. I will go into generals once we get one, but basically, it's basically a turn-style combat. Once you kill all the enemies, you're basically good to go. We're going to take this turn to deal as much harm to these guys as possible, and minimize the amount of harm we're suffering from. We're going to take out the cultist fighters as much as possible here. We'll take out this group here. There we go. Okay, we attack you, get rid of you, that leaves you guys, and we get the archers to finish you off. There we go. Simple fight. Our losses are 1 unit, which does suck, but that is just the par for the course for these fights. In turn, we do manage to get the win here, and we managed to get 600 finance points for doing so. As a result, though, we do get 600 resources, which is in our benefit. Now we can, for this Crusader army, assign a general. Well, once we get a general, that is. So we're going to recruit 1 archer. We're going to assign a general to this. And honestly, it's either we go Master Maneuvers or Spellcraft. Let's see, Master Maneuvers. Increases the maximum size of the army by 1 per unit. 1 unit per level of this feat. We are going to go with Chief Agaboya because the Spellcraft is more important. Spellcraft increases the power of your spells, and for Scorching Ray that's going to be really important because it scales by damage. Now, I'm not too worried about elemental protection, that's fine. Scorching Ray, however, is going to be really powerful with Chief Agaboya, and that's why I'm choosing her in the first place. Basically take 16 times 16 plus 5, and then make it a d6. That's really nasty, as you can imagine. So yeah, that's the reason I'm recruiting her as the current leader. We're going to get 3 more archers, and we're going to make it a point to rush over to our allies here. We will merge everybody. Okay, we're gonna we're calling... Okay, no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to temporarily put them as Group 2 for now, and disassemble Group 1. We're gonna move up, and we want to push towards this demon army. But, for now, we no longer need to be in the fighting. So what we do is we click this... No, not that. We need to... Yep, we just click this flag here. So, to give you an idea, this is the Traveling Companions tab. This is the Commanding tab. I find it's important that you do this every single day, when you get the chance, to pursue as much ground as possible. The more you fight, the more ground you can cover. It's really powerful. I'm not too worried about what's going to happen next, though, but I digress. Let's see what we got. Well, obviously we're going to need to level up, but I'm not too worried because I've done this before, so I know what needs to be done when fighting, so I'm not too worried about what's going to be happening in the near future. So for now, let's grab Enduring Spells. That's going to be helpful here. We are going to get, I guess, another level in Paladin, boost up her Charisma, because that's a Paladin's best friend. We'll increase persuasion, we'll increase trickery just by 1 point, and I guess she's fine with whatever. We've got persuasion. Let's get a use magic device, I guess. Why not? As for the mythic path, we are going to go with, I guess abundant smite isn't bad. No. Instead, we're going to go with the usual, not leading strike, but we should probably go thundering blows at least. That way we're dealing even more damage at least. As for weapons, Seelah is going to be pretty useless here. So instead of making her useless completely, we're just going to give her a heavy crossbow from Sosiel. That should be fine. Alright, our goal is to go to the cemetery to start with. And we'll enter the location and continue on our merry way. An elderly man limps towards a grave, and clumsily throws his handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves. An old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman with her face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting. It burned like everything else in the house. There's nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Sosiel throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak, but it seems he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Sheilun's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We will banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this... He breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. I'm gonna say nothing. Sosiel and the townspeople respectfully fold their hands in silent prayer. What's that? An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. Her trembling hands points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. It's a zombie! Run! Ah, I see. Oh, that's not good.
I see blood. Blood!
Okay, it looks like we got ourselves some undead. At the very least, we do have the holy symbol of Imomade to support us. So that's good. Okay, we're going to want... Oh, I see. Everybody's going after Sosiel here. We're going to want to use damage undead here, most likely. Alright. That's some damage. Evelyn, we want you to back up. Trapjaw, you should go here. Skeletor, Evelyn, back up. Okay. Sosiel, do it again. Seelah, back up. Okay, well, that's not fun. Alright, damage undead. Seelah is down, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's, yeah, no, that's really bad. Hold on. We need to back up here. Alright, there goes Skeletor, I guess. There. Okay, Beastman, go into a rage, I suppose. There you go. Now the only thing is the Zombie Lord, and we're not all dead, so that works in our favor. Good. Okay. With a heavy heart, Sosiel looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what is this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Sosiel hands you a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the only holy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at this at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends is not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. Looks like some of the town people were only feigning their grief. These demon worshippers are everywhere. Now I understand why the Inquisitors of Canabras became so paranoid. Wait, the townspeople fled from the Undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. Alright. For our troubles, we managed to get a ton of loot, though. We will need to heal, but thankfully, we do have a means of recovery now. We're going to move over there, we go, and reorganize. There we are. Sosiel, Seelah. Well, I guess Sosiel can go over here. Seelah, we'll level you up to level 5 now. Persuasion, once again. I guess mobility, because we need you at your topmost best. We're going to go with selective channel, because obviously that's going to be an important bit. We can either go with Divine Weapon Bond or Animal Companion. I'm going to make it simple and go with a Divine Weapon Bond, I think? No, an Animal Companion is much more useful, so there we go. She now has a horse.
Road calls me. I'll take the bait.
As for her horse...
Future awaits us. I will help where I can.
Alright, the horse is currently level 1, but we can change that to be a very dangerous type. Okay, we're gonna go with the aggressor here. And we want to go with a persuasion... I guess persuasion mobility, yeah. As for abilities, we've already got power attack, so we don't need to worry about that. We'll grab intimidating prowess. As for name, I mean, anything goes, so we're not going to give her a date, I guess. Well, I guess we'll give it the usual 9-6. As for name... Let's just call him Darwin. Why not? We'll just continue leveling up. We'll give him mobility and persuasion as is usual. There we go. There we are. We can go weapon focus hoof, because I do believe that's what a horse has. So we'll go with hoof. Alright, we can now boost up stats. We're going to boost intelligence up because that will increase skills specifically. And level 5 gets us 5. As for the feat, we can go dazzling display if we wish. Let's see. What can we grab? Anything goes, really, don't it? Precise strike, no. Stealthy center armor, no. I do believe Intimidate is the go-to, isn't it? Well, we are going to need Dazzling Display for Shattered Defenses, so yeah. We'll grab that. There we go.
No reason to pause.
Alright, we don't show this tutorial. And now we're going to heal everybody with positive energy. So we'll do that. There we go. Sosiel will do the same. And as you can probably guess, the healing is going to be very lovely for us. Okay. Okay, hold on. 1 second again. I need to check up on the animals. It shouldn't take too long. Take a few minutes. Okay, apologies, I'm now back. Hopefully that resolved things, but I don't know. Alright, well, let's see. What can we find here? That's the question. I guess we do now have a new minion to control, so that does help things a little bit. We will set the horse next to Panther, I suppose, for now. And we'll see how things fare, really. Okay. Open this damn door. Please, somebody open this damn door. We will do a save now. Alright, there we go. We are going to attempt a trickery here. Hopefully we're successful. There we go. Oh, hello. Unquite dead. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods, thank you. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Nanette Ballard, at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not too far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are always welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. You were lucky we were passing by and heard you. You're free to go home now. What an extraordinarily lucky turn of events. I dare say you saved my life. I shall be more than happy to welcome you to my estate any time. Do visit a proper tailor first, though, dear. My, I hope I'll be able to find a decent carriage around here. The dead woman limps away. We shouldn't have let her wander off like that. The world of the living is not a suitable place for the undead. And I'm afraid she won't be happy when she finds out what really happened to her. Well, that's something she's gonna have to figure out now, isn't it?
My legs carry me.
It's not my job to be responsible for every little thing, after all. Besides, necromancer here.
My life is a burden.
Okay, we're going to load again. Come on, Panther, you can do this. Just slip through. We'll reload just to be safe. Mobility check failed. Come on. There doesn't appear to be any inherent concern when doing so. There we go. We get experience for it anyway, so that's a plus. I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, the door is unlocked. We'll save just to be safe, and we will continue on. Okay, what do we got here?
I see blood.
Alright, Undead's here. I don't think Evelyn's going to work out with using her frost ability, but we'll do our very best to make it work. Okay. It seems we managed to save a civilian, though, so that's good.
This way.
Okay. Alright, we're going to have Sosiel use damage undead here. Okay, Beastman, we want you to go into a rage. Sosiel, use your aura now. Alright, that'll minimize the amounts of damage that we need to do. Not a fan that Evelyn was walking into that, but okay. Okay, there goes our... Yeah, there goes Beastman. Not fun, but okay. Okay, Trapjaw's next. Who's probably gonna falter. We're probably gonna have to load this, honestly. Yeah, no, let's load. Honestly, at this point, I should probably buff. Now that I think about it. I've been neglecting it for a while now. I should probably do that before we focus on anything else. Yeah, let's move over here first real quick and go from there. There you go. Alright, that's one, and that's two. We'll reorganize, like so. Alright, Beastman is going to reinforce the first two here. We are going to reinforce Beastman himself, who's going to go into melee, and we want to boost up... who else? I guess Trapjaw is the most important, so we'll go there. As for who we transform into, I think it's in our best interest to transform as a Earth Elemental. Or do we go small Water Elemental? The freeze ability would be nice, but not necessary. The burn ability would be interesting. Size bonus, dexterity. Air Elemental will get the Whirlwind ability, but we don't need that. Burn is a additional fire damage. Freeze is additional cold damage, and Earth is basically more tanky, so we'll go tank up. There we go.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
We're going to give Mage Armor to Panther here. There we go.
Yes.
We're going to get Delayed Poison Communal here.
Yes.
We're going to do Heroism on Panther here. Give Trapjaw the next boost. Enlarge Person on... Well, can we cast it on Beastman here? Well, would it work? Because he's transformed. I'm not sure. I don't think it did work. Hold on. Let's see. Polymorph gets him +6, +4, and +4. Okay. So no, the enlarged person did not work.
So little time.
That's fine. Okay.
I don't need anyone.
Okay, we don't need anything from Beastman.
I crave for
Skeletor, we can cast Remove Fear out on everybody. And off we go, I guess? Well, first let's get Skeletor here so he can use the Light of the Angels here. That'll just give everybody a quick boost.
this way.
Do a save here just to be safe, and off we go. Okay, Panther, you're going to be responsible for goading everybody into fights. Okay, we're going to shift him over into the other side there. There we go. Oh my good giddy on. Okay, so yeah, we might actually need to load that because, Jesus, that was quick. I was not expecting them to take down, I was not expecting them to take him out so fast. Yeah, Panther has a 30 AC compared to everybody else, which is impressive in its own right. You know what? Maybe it's high... Maybe I should... Let's see. Does Panther has mage armor, so that's good. But do we have anything that's going to help him protect against... Yeah, we don't have any light protections against effects. Hold on. Yeah, let's give him a quick Shield of Faith buff. There we go. That might just be the difference here. Okay, Panther, go in. There we go. Fighting defensively is obviously the go-to. Evelyn. Cause Fear is not going to do us much, but that's fine. We can do a pit spell, though. That might actually be a good idea. Or at the very least a grease. Yeah, let's grease up the ground here. Nope. We want to grease up this ground here. There we go. That'll help everybody. Okay, nice. We focus on the one that's still standing, remove that so we can attack normally. There we go. Okay, alright, that's not fun. Okay, are they dead? Okay, no, the horse is not dead, Beastman is not dead, but he might die at this rate. We're not careful. Okay, Trapdoll is going to be able to take out most of them, so that's good. We're going to focus on the one that's still up. Trapjaw, you're still on Vital Strike duty. Thank goodness for that. There we go. Okay, the Zombie Lord's trying to rush the casters. Alright. Seelah. I do believe we can get you a... Yep, we can now give you some defensive stuff, so there we go.
The Inheritor, guide my
Okay.
blade.
We're going to go fighting defensively here. And that should be it. There we go. Nice. Wait. Looks like they're waiting for us. Yeah, so they are. There's a whole squad of undead guarding the door. Maybe we should look for another entrance? That might be the wisest course of action, yeah.
Let me help. Shall we move?
Alright, Skeletor. We remove the buffer there. We get everybody into position. Not a fan that everybody is collapsing at this point, but it's fine. We've got plenty enough heals that it's not going to be an issue. Alright. Good job, Sosiel, healing everybody. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? Let's go lay on hands others, and we focus on him. Alright, Beastman's doing rather well. Good. Okay. Right, we also got this area, don't we? There we go. Done. We got some loot here. And yeah, no, she's just running away. As expected, though. We'll grab these. I guess we got this corpse here as well. Grab that. Cool.
This way.
And yeah. So we can either go with the main route as suggested, or we go to side routes, which requires a lot of athletics checks. So we're going to have to save here and be ready for that. So, alright, that's the first check. Nice. Got another 15 here. I'm not sure how Panther or Darwin got up, but we'll try and... Oh, hold on. This one is going to require some apprentice lockpicks, so we'll just do that there.
A waste of my time.
Are you kidding? Come on. It's 80%. There we go.
Managed it.
I'm annoyed that I had to use lockpicks here, but it's necessary for high locks such as that, so might as well use them while we can. Make some profit out of it. Okay. It's looking like we've got ourselves a situation here. Okay. Who are you? What do you want? All you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith. You can do it. Don't you dare! Get away from them! Oh, okay. That's something. Well... Well, okay. This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I won't let you harm the living or the dead anymore. Do you think I need your permission? Hey, you bone bags. Stand up and kill. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be a very aggressive fight here.
I see blood. Blood!
With obviously some significant danger coming forward, so we're going to start with a pit spell. Well, first we're going to get Trapjaw on this skeleton here. We're going to have Panther move over here. Actually, no, we need Panther moving over here. We're going to have the horse move over, I guess. There we go. Be a distraction for now. We'll get Panther on the caster here. Alright, Skeletor, is going to be responsible for greasing up these zombie lords here. Alright, come on. Darren, good. You've done your job. Okay, back up. We want to back up immensely here. Panther needs to back up and deal with the zombie lords here. Okay, okay, jeez, that's painful. Okay, we need to load up. Thankfully, there's an autosave there, so that's pretty good. Well, whatever. We're doing our best here, so yeah, let's get going.
This way.
Blood! Blood!
Alright, so, first order business. Darwin needs to focus on the necromancer. Panther needs to focus down here. Trapjaw is going to be responsible for the archer here. Alright, Skeletor is going to want to focus on helping Panther as much as possible here by throwing down a pit spell. Well, first we're going to get a grease spell up on these two here, I guess. No, actually, let's get the pit spell first. There we go. That'll deal with two of them, so that way Panther is not in a completely bad situation. Evelyn's being focused, which does suck, but that's fine. We can easily go for a ray of cold here. Alright, for Skeletor, we're going to grease up these two. There we go. Now they can't do much. We're going to disable this pit spell. Okay. There we go. Pit spell's gone. That just leaves them, and the archers are now the only one left, which is good. And there we go. I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damned rat, how dare you! Suddenly, Sosiel becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clenches into a fist, while his voice comes out in a menacing roar. He leaps up at the necromancer and breaks his nose in a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you and took you in. Then I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Stop it. I surrender. Sosiel ignores the necromancer's cries in pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues, fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You're a priest of Shaylin. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Do you two know each other? We do. That's Nardi, a tailor's apprentice from Canabras. We healed him after he was mauled by a dog. Then he became a frequent visitor of our temple. He listened attentively to our sermons, studied the goddess's teachings, and praised our art. Sosiel grits his teeth. Were you lying to our face this whole time? When we took you in, when you sat at our table, when we broke bread for you, were you planning to stab us in the back even then? The whole time. Now you understand part of it, so let's dig into the rest. The cultist curves his bloody lips into an evil sneer. I was hoping to lure you to our side. It wouldn't have been hard. We're everywhere, even inside you. I think you know it too. You are not like all those pious devotees. You pretended to be, and maybe you eat food yourself. But we see who you really are. You have the same demonic rage inside you. It's a pity I never had the time to kindle it into a devouring flame, but sometimes you have to resort to a backup plan. Having you die at the hands of your dead friends is such a good idea. It's a pity it didn't work. Shut up! Sosiel swings his fist, but stops at midair. He clenches his fist. His clenched fist trembles as he stares at the cultist with an expression of pure hatred. You want to kill me right now, don't you? But you can't. You're a good boy, Sosiel. So loyal to your goddess. You'll have to let go or commit a sin, so I win either way. Witness the genius of our Lord Baphomet. Don't listen to him. Hit him some more. Sosiel looks at his bloody hands in horror and pushes the battered cultist away. No. I am human, not a demon. I must not succumb to this blind rage. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Sosiel wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander, and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I've got, just don't kill me. The cultist turns out his pockets. What do you think I should do to him? Sosiel stares at the cultist and, through clenched teeth, utters, I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. You are in charge here. Finish him, Sosiel. Kill him. I can see how much you want to. The cleric shakes his head stubbornly. No, I'm weak and sinful, but not to this extent. How would I dare touch the holy symbol of Shaylin again after killing him like this? Just admit it. You want him to die, but you don't want to get your hands dirty. That's why you're asking me to take on this responsibility. No. I didn't mean that. It's just... At a loss for words, Sosiel bows his head. You're right. I want to kill him with your hands. I know that I should ask you to have mercy on him, but I can't. I hope my goddess will forgive me for this transgression. I'll accept any decision you make regarding his fate. Then I condemn him to death. His sentence will be carried out immediately. No, please! Listen, You silence the necromancer forever, with a single, well-aimed blow. Sosiel bows his head. May the goddess forgive him, for I will not. He looks at you. Thank you for taking this sin upon yourself. Sosiel examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's alright, you're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Sosiel's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Sosiel bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Alright, before we do go, Sosiel, we're going to quickly throw down another heal from you. There we go. We are going to convert your spells into Cure Seriouses. And we'll do that as a means to recover. We'll give a light heal over to Beastman here. And before we do end up going, we do have some other things to attend to. I kind of wish we could have done the fight here for experience, which I think we still can. But I'm not entirely certain. I don't think I can, though. It's one of those things where... Yeah, there's peasants now. Yep, just peasants. Nothing too crazy here. There's a noble here, even. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else here. The most we can do is open up this door and see if there's well, I guess there is loot in the corpses, so... Let's quickly dismantle the priests. There we go. And let's just grab everything here before we depart. As for the necromancer, he did have a scroll of protection on him, so he was holding out on us, so... There is that. But I digress. I don't think there's anything else here. Would have loved to kill those other Sorry. I would have loved to kill those other minions. But alas. We'll just collect what we can and go. Alright, because our camp is specifically out here, we can actually go back and replace Sosiel for somebody else. So we're going to do that. We're going to enter the location temporarily, mind you. Then we're going to immediately leave and go from there. Alright, we immediately leave. We will take out our... Well, no, we need to take out Sosiel. And we will put in our original cleric back. And we'll put in her. And by the time we get our first rest in, we should have cleared out the camp up here. Going by what I assume is going on anyways. Okay, we'll move over there, and off we go. To the Houndheart campsite. There's someone on the road. Let's get ready. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Golarion. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from the rifts of the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the Worldwound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up to the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the Worldwound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains a familiar azure hue. A whisper sweeps through the ranks, and soon turns into a grumble. Commander gives the signal to wait, and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There, he decides to first look around. There's a strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into the funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on the side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale. Establishing a rapport with his troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the Worldwound, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader on this new battleground, and his efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Some in the ranks joke that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the Worldwound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after the other. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith, and the inspiration of the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies, and a dozen hats which whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the Worldwound has ended in their favor. We gain some experience and change morale to +10, which brings us to a morale of 12. As you can probably guess, that's a good thing. And because it's the next day, we can now fight and continue our pursuit. We are going to continue with the river crossing here and move in with our general and claim as much resources as we can. As a result of this, we do have a blocking way, or area. Now, we have a choice. We can either go for normal attacks, or we can do Scorching Ray attacks. And these are general actions. To give you an idea, as you can see, there's 1, 2, those are turns, if you see on the top corner. So, once it has 1, that's a turn, that's 2, that's a turn. Anytime we are given a turn, the general gets an action to do. You can, of course, withhold that option, but it doesn't really need to be necessary. Rather, we can use this to minimize the amount of fighters that we have to worry about, so we're going to use this to quickly clear out the minions here, and that will deal with all of them. Now we're going to have the archers just start pelting at the Brimmerarchs, because they are a dangerous group. We'll move our boys over here. Alright, it seems like the individuals are starting to lack. We'll go for blowing out these guys here real quick. There we go. We're going to keep targeting the Brimwarks. There we go. And we're going to kill the Brimwarks here. There we go. And that just leaves one cultist, which is only going to do 2 damage, which is enough for us to kill. And that's a fight in our favor. Now, unlike most general fights, or at least unlike most fights, if you do not have a commander, you cannot replenish your stock of troops. However, if you do have a general, such as General Chief Agaboya, you are given a replenishment cap. This is currently specified at 100, so we can sacrifice 100, roughly, soldiers to protect the front lines. This is important to realize because that determines a lot for combat. Alright, we're not going to show the tutorial, but yeah. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep in the Worldwound, but then, when Canopus was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scout spirits remained high, and they readily joined the commander's forces. Alright, we got archers. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scatter across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process, so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury, and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. We get 750 rations, we get a new Crusader army, who's going to be... Well, we'll toss them in, because they will be helping us quite a bit, because they are archers, obviously. We're going to go back to... We're going to go to recruit. Well, hold on. It's been a while since I've done this. Hold on. Okay, we need to go to recruitment. Alright, we can't recruit anybody, I don't think. But we can continue on with our march, because we've got quite a bit of fights to cover. So we're going to start by addressing this fight here. And we're going to start by dealing with the demon army here. Now, haste makes... Well, haste is the most important bit here, so... Taking advantage of it as much as possible is important, so... Yeah, basically grab all the wins you can. That's all it comes down to. I'm not too worried about the cultists themselves, I'm worried about the cultist fighters, so we'll deal with them first. Okay. They can move 2 squares, so... Yeah, they're going to move over to here, so they'll probably get an attack off if we do. So we want to move over... Well, will they get an attack off if we go here? Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, we got another archer. We'll do that. There we go. Okay, we continue to pelt the cultist the fighter here. There we go. Okay, down to 16 now. They're going to charge and attack, that's fine. That'll give us a chance to deal 2 to 3. They get another turn because of high morale. So if you ever see that shine, that basically means that we got high morale and they're going to deal more damage. We're going to deal with this cultist group real quick, because we don't want them sneaking up on us. We'll get a quick kill there for the purposes of that. We are going to whittle down the cultists here, I suppose, because the less we have to worry about, the better. Okay, we keep whittling down their main forces. And even more morale's coming in, nice. Okay, they're going for the back line. Kind of expected, but not fun. We'll just whittle those guys down to a minimal amount. Okay, continue to welt on these guys. Okay, that brings us down a lot, so we gotta take these guys down quick. There we go. Okay, you're attacking there, that's fine. I'm not too worried about the warriors, I'm worried about the rangers though. We'll take them out. Archers will go in... Oh wait, nope, never mind. The rangers get the kill off, nice. We get the archers start killing these guys. Yep, they've reached a point where they can't kill us now, so that's good. There we go. And with that, that's a win. We recover all our losses. And we can continue on, as we've claimed more land. Alright. But yeah, to give you a rough idea, we get a lot of stuff. A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden. The remains of the garrison from Villardeth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Cronabris, and instead asked to join the Crusaders' forces. A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning, made of electricity, flames, acid, and ice, left several soldiers dead. The ease of which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their comrades have demoralized Crusaders. The outpost of Villareth Ford, which straddles the West Selen crossing and it is of strategic importance, has been taken. The cultists are destroyed, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river now. Cool. So first and foremost, we get a level up. Now, levels are done a bit differently in this game. At least for, you know, recruiting minions and whatnot. So, for spellcasters, as you can probably guess, they get spells. As for what they do, that really depends on what you want to give your allies. So, for example, you could give your allies Shield of Faith, which would increase their AC. This would basically mean less losses are done. There's things like Bless, which increases bonus to attack. There's also things like Bane, which reduces attack. There's also Cause Fear, which is nice, but again, it really depends on what you're trying to go for. Honestly, it really depends how you want to play it, because, well, I'm going to go with Shield of Faith here personally, because single target buffs are going to be a lot more beneficial to you than multi-target buffs, unless you're planning on making a large, diverse army. So we're going to go Shield of Faith here. That is going to be our go-to. We now have a secure point, and we've actually set up camp and swapped our positions there, so us moving so far has actually produced significant results. Okay, it seems like we have some archers here, which we are going to use as a chance to get reunited with the army here. We are going to put them into position. There we go. Now we've got 12 archers instead of 9. Or 7, rather. And now we can press onward, if we wish. I'm going to use this chance to get over to this demon army and start attacking. Pursue. We are not letting them retreat because resources are very necessary in these fights. So we want to take as much ground as we can, basically. We're going to take out the archers first because they are the most concerning. And they deal damage at a range, so obviously it's the best choice to get rid of them. Okay, this guy can move over to there. We don't want to move too close, so we're going to move over to here. Alright, the archers are going to start slowly whittling them down. Oh, I've accidentally put him on weight. We're going to put Shield of Faith on our boy here. There we go. And we're going to start whittling down these guys. Okay, because it's our turn, we can get a whack off and get some serious wounds on them. We'll start pelting them down even more. There we go. Their army's slowly faltering because we are just welting on them. Or wailing, I guess is the proper term. But yeah, no, the footmen, because of the extra boost to Shield of Faith, let's see. Their AC is currently 15, yeah. 3 plus power divided by 20. Yeah, it's enough. But the point is, yeah. The point is that we're getting more AC, which means less likely to deal... They're less likely to deal damage, which works in our favor, as we get another kill. But yeah, no, as you go through these battles, it just basically escalates. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold, and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent god and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death. And death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with the outcome. For our troubles, we got energy points. Energy points are a little bit different than the usual points that we get. Well, let me go over these, because there's a varying difference. Energy points is going to be used when we finally retake, well, if we retake Dresden. So, once we reclaim Dresden, that is the way to go. And that's where it's going to be spent. As you expect, the gems are basically a universal source, so spend as you see fit, basically, with that. Otherwise, let's clear up everything here and just go from there. Okay, this is another fight. What do we got here? We have a actual commander here. Okay, let's see. What we want to do here is we want to whittle down the enemy. Just to make this quick, I'm going to completely demolish the... Do we demolish the archers first? I think we do demolish the archers first, so we'll do that. We'll use Scorching Ray to eliminate a lot of their forces there. We'll get rid of their archers here. And clear them out completely. Good. Now they're in a predicament where they can't actually fight us back. We're going to move up just a smidgen. Their morale is completely demolished, so they won't be able to move for a turn. That gives us a chance to focus on the cultist fighters instead, which works in our favor. Okay, we're going to charge in, deal with them. Alright, now they're no longer feared, but they will be slowly whittled down regardless. Okay, they're going to attack, but only get one mook. That's fine. We continue to attack. They're going to start attacking and destroying our line. The best course of action I can say is just use a Scorching Ray to minimize the amount of damage that we're going to be suffering. We'll continue to whittle these guys down. There we go, almost done. I'm no longer worried about these guys. I'm more worried about the footmen here, so we'll just start whittling those groups down. Okay, they are trying to get away with slaughtering our forces. That's fine. The archers are going to have a much worse time because they can't actually fire in melee. So that is one of the downsides. But I'm going to focus on the footmen instead. While they are trying their best to maximize their combat, that's fine. We'll just continue to whittle them down. Okay, that's one. Continue to whittle down their forces, and now we can get our archers back onto duty, which is fine because we actually get the kill and we have cleaned up the commander. For our troubles of managing to secure this, we've managed to replenish our troops, and we are fine to continue onward without trouble. Whew. The traitors who defected to the enemy's side at Canabras are dead. Nerosian expresses its deepest gratitude to the commander. Daily income increased. Finance points, times 100. So, finance points are a little different from usual rewards. Finance points basically determines your overall income that you get every time a week passes, I believe. Because that will give you a massive buff to everything. So it's very important that you keep on top of those things. Okay, the army doesn't have any movement anymore. We don't have anybody we can recruit now, so we'll leave it at that. So yeah, let's just move out with our original crew and hope that's enough. We are now going to go to the Houndheart, I do believe. And we will need to deal with these demons' armies soon enough, but I'm not too worried right now. So yeah, we're going to go to the Houndheart campsite. Develop that. But before we enter, we're going to do a quick rest. We're going to do a small camp here. Let us auto-assign here. It seems Skeletor is the best course of action. It seems Skeletor is the best person for the alchemy. For some reason, I guess. Okay. We are going to make... I guess a hearty meal's fine. Yeah, we don't need to get too creative here. We're going to rest for the weakest period, because that is the most important. We're going to use all healing before we rest up.
My sword is an extension of my arm. My sword is an extension of my arm. So, is my plumage an extension of my head? Focus, Seelah.
Okay. But yeah, no, as a result, we are successful with our protective rituals. Our camouflage is successful. We managed to make a nice hearty meal, so we do get a +1 to saves. Oh, no wait, a +1 to skill checks, I should say. And now we can continue onward. In fact, we've managed to get a increase to speed because of a divine ritual. Nice. Not that we need to focus too much on it, but still good to keep in mind. Very good to keep in mind, actually. But I digress. Now we are here, so we are going to start by beefing up, obviously. So we want Barkskin on Panther here. Beastman is going to be responsible for buffing up everybody else. Okay, we want... yeah, we want her here. We want Merman here. Beastman's there. Trapjaw's there. Seelah, I guess, is there, so that's fine.
Never stop learning. No one stands in my way.
We've already given Barkskin to Panther. We've given it to Darwin. Let us give it to Merman, who's going to be going into melee. We're going to give it to Beastman himself. And because we can, we'll give it to Trapjaw. From there, we are going to get fire resistance, I do believe is the most important here, so we'll do that. There we go. Trapjaw's fine. We don't need any big buffs, but we should probably get Bless at least, so we'll do that here. And I guess, yeah, I guess this is a small area, so it doesn't matter if we use Shield of Faith or not, so we'll pop that on Darwin and Panther. We will quickly give both of them mage armor with Skeletor here. Because the more AC, the better, after all. We'll get Remove Fear just in case, and off we go. We will save here with Stream 7. And move on our merry way. Got something here. Okay, nice. Hello. We're finally here. Ellen and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Jana too. If they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greetings, Seelah. Greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Ellen puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Jana puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing as usual. Ellen is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple nobodies like us, but now you've turned into saviors of Canabras. Knights of the Fifth Crusade marked by Amode's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Seelah frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I am the same Seelah. You're friends from the League of the Cards, and we came here to help you look for Ellen's ring. By the way, where is Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish the mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. Is there anything wrong, Ellen? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Jana is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stopped short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of shiny silver metal, with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Okay, off we go. Jana and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something or when we give up trying. Alright.
I sense something.
Got something here. And we got a bunch of deers running around. I will deal with these deers in a bit. I've always had concerns with dealing with them. But I don't think they actually do anything of major concern. Oh, a hat of heartening song. The tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left in a hurry.
This way.
Okay, what's in here? This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it, and a rustling sound coming from within. That's concerning. Okay, so we got... At least we got fire resist, so we'll be fine, but... Let's level up for a sec. Alright, we do have second level spells, so that is nice, but we should probably figure out what we're going to do with second level spells at this point. Let's see, what do we have? We got... Well, I guess we're going to scale regardless of what we do with Sylvan Sorceress, so I don't need to worry too much. Hideous Laughter, Deep Slumber for free, yeah. I'm not too worried about getting the full progression from the Sorcerer Bloodline, because I already set myself up for it, so that's fine. I'm just grabbing it for the Animal Companion buffers. As for what we go, I think I said I wanted to go with Arcane Trickster, so... I think the best course of action is to stick on the Sylvan Sorcerer path until we get to there. Yeah, we'll stick to that. We need to get some points into mobility and sneak attack, so... We'll start by boosting up mobility to 4. We are going to get accomplished sneak attacker here. That way we get a 2d6 and get prep ready for the next level. So that way we can start leveling up to increase our stats there. Our animal companion will probably not be able to scale with us at this point, but it's fine. At the very least, it's carrying capacity, so that's good. Okay, we get 1 first level and 1 second level spell for our troubles. As for the spell we are going to go with, that is a decision I'm going to have to figure out. Let's see. I mean, shield is a good option. It's a good staple. Is there any buffs that I can take advantage of? I guess Enlarged Person's a buff, isn't it? I think Cause Fear is more important, though. Yeah, we need Cause Fear so that way we can provoke the Shaken condition. Okay, there's Animal Aspect, which we can give to people... Well, we can give to ourselves. That's not going to work out as intended. We can go Protection from Alignment Communal. I'm going to go with Sense Vitals, though. That'll give us some extra sneak attack ability. We got Scorching Ray Cold, which is nice, because of our Sorcerer's levels. And that'll allow us to cast a ray for a number of times, I do believe. Okay, yeah, no, we get Scorching Ray that's cold types. Cool.
I crave for adventure.
Okay, that is... Yeah, I guess that's a 5 attacks for us. That's a lot of abilities, though, so we're going to have to organize these. Alright, so we're going to want control spells on here, on the bottom. We'll have Scorching Ray as a damage. We'll have Heal Undead and Harm Undead on this side, I suppose. Alright, so get that there. We'll get our Inflict Light Wounds there. We don't need, well, I guess we'll keep... No, we'll toss out the Corrosive ability. We now have the Scorching Ray Cold, which we'll just move over to here. Alright, and the Sense Vitals is a buff that will be added here. And for Cause Fear, well, that's a buff there. Elemental Ray is yet another thing that we have, so we'll put that there, there we go. So now we have 3 cold-based attacks. Although I should probably put, I guess I could put Burning Hands here as well. That way I've got control spells here. I got Cause Fear here. And I guess I could put, the Missile here as well. There we go. Done is done. But I will move it like this. There we go. That works. Now we've got an Elemental Ray. We've got a Scorching Ray that deals cold damage, which is good. Alright, let's give ourselves a buffer here. There we go. Light of the Angels has been active, and now we can level up a little bit. We'll get our 7th level of Elemental Witch. Unless I can get myself the Winter Witch? Yeah, I can get Winter Witch. Here we go. Alright, let's start developing into Winter Witch, I do believe. Alright, well, if I go Elemental Witch, I'm going to miss out on the Hex here. Well, no, actually I don't. If I go Winter Witch, I'm still going to get 7th level casting anyways, so... Wait, hold on, am I? I get Winter Witch Spellbook, I get Cold Specialization, so that works. We also get Frost Power, yeah. Okay, we are going to boost up the mentals as we do. Increase use magic device abilities. There we go. Okay, from here we've got Precise Shot, we've got Point Blank Shot. Okay. What are we going to do next? Because we are dealing with demons, Spell Pen is actually a very powerful ability. Selective Spell is also a good staple if we do Area of Effects. In fact, I might get that for... I might get that for... Words. I might get that for Skeletor, because he uses a lot of control spells. And having people ignoring it is a good ability. Yep, you choose a number of targets in the area equal to your ability score modifier, used to determine bonus spells of the same type. These targets are excluded from the effects of your spell. This is great if you have Entangle, Grease, that sort of thing. At least that's what I believe is the best course of action. We are obviously going to need Outflank at some point, because it's still going to work in our favor. But for now, Spell Pen. We are going to select Witch as our foci here, and we will level up our abilities. Let's see. Okay, we got Dispel Magics, we got some other stuff. Let's see. Okay, well, it's obviously 4th level at this point, so we gotta keep that in mind. Okay, we get Volcanic Storm, Touch of Slime, Phantasmal Killer. I think Ice Storm is the way to go, so we'll grab Ice Storm. And we are going to want... I think Death Ward? Death Ward sounds like a good option, so we'll grab that. There we go. Done and done. Alright, our Rowdy Rogue has reached the pinnacle of potent power, so we're just going to boost up his persuasion, all that. He now has the level necessary for the Intimidate, I believe. Let's see, Kurungun Smash. We already actually have Kurungun Smash. Okay, so yeah, no, we got Kurungun Smash. We got Improved Vital Strike. Dreadful Carnage is going to be necessary at 11. We can use Intimidating Prowess as well, so that is an option. Because we do use a physical ability. Instead, for now, I want to grab Outflank. Because that is going to be our next best ability. Because it is going to give us a +4 to attack rolls when we get somebody with Outflank. So we're just basically gonna grab that regardless. We'll get our abilities buffed up here. I guess we'll put a point into Knowledge Arcana even though we don't need to. Okay. Got Weapon Focus Claw. We've got everything done. We got Dazzling. Well, we don't have Dazzling Display yet. Shadow Defenses requires Dazzling Display anyways, so I guess we're going with Dazzling Display here. That way we can take advantage of that once we hit level 9, I believe. Yeah, once we hit level 9, we can we get our claw attack that deals a d6 of damage, and it increases, obviously. But yeah, we're going to grab Dazzling Display, because we're going to need that. Well, hold on, let's see. Outflank? Yeah, we can grab Outflank. Let's grab Outflank first, then we can grab that, and then we can go with the Armor Pen. Alright, there we go. We get Outflank, and that's everybody. Alright, we loot this. We pick the lock here. Grab that. Okay. Alright, let's do a save here because there is now a skill check involved. Okay, what's this? Knowledge World.
I did it!
Torn Flags of the Houndhearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. There is also a mobility check here, so we're going to do a quick save here. Down we go. Alright, what do we got here? We've got a shield. A Divine Protector, specifically. This is a +2 Mithril Heavy Shield that grants its wielder DR5 magic. Intriguing. DR5 magic isn't bad to snuff at. Okay, let's do a save here just to be safe, because I do believe we're reaching near to where the little goblin is. Is this it? It is. A small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It's holding a shiny object in its paws. A sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel.
It's mine! Mine!
Ellen, look! Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack it together, before it can figure out what's happening. Oh, okay, I guess they're down.
Mine!
The Quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beam colors. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring in the air and catching it.
Mine! Mine!
Ellen! Jana! Seelah glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're alright. They'll come round soon. Quickly, Skeletor. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. So basically, basically you have to run around, and it's gonna start running everywhere, so expect a bit of traveling here. Organize up here just to be safe.
Come and get me! You're too slow. It's fun to play.
Alright. And with that, give me that ring, you little scoundrel. Oh. Good job, Curl. Before Ellen manages to get the Quasit, the halfling Curl appears right next to it. Quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl, what are you... Thrusting herself between Ellen and Curl, Seelah barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at Halfling. Ellen, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop?
Some lovely prey has just stepped into my trap.
No! Ellen! Seelah! Help! Damn it, I didn't sign up for this! And that's morale. Alright, starting with Beastman, we'll buff him. Trapjaw's fine as is. Merman will do with that will do. We do have the communal ability, so we're going to go with protection from evil communal here at this point. Give ourselves a buffer. There we go. Everybody gets the buff. Alright, Seelah's gone. As expected. Alright, Merman's going to go down at this rate, so want to back him off. We'll give him a quick heal. Okay. We go for another heal. Honestly, at this point, I'm tempted for Merman to get something like a Ransuer at this point. Because I don't think he's doing that well with what he's got currently. He could do with a reach weapon, much like everybody else. But I digress. Yeah, it's just a bunch of a Ellen, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone in the camp besides some small harmless demons, so we set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had been targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way, and anyways, what's done can't be undone. We're lucky no one died in today's little brawl, but who knows where Seelah's naivety may one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. You clearly have something to say, so go ahead. Spit it out. Seelah, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Great Garrison, you're in serious danger. And maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rule of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that have stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomade paladins gain the ability gradually, but not with you and a commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience, and far beyond your years. You received this gift just at the right moment, and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that you will remember it for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly, and how much good has it brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Seelah, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Ellen pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks at you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. So, if I understand you correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who's never earned my position. Ellen looks right at you with clear blue eyes. Bear me no grudge, Commander. I'm not so ungrateful as to forget what you did for Canopus and how you agreed to help me. I said it to Seelah, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor, and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Ellen makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Seelah watches him leave. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Skeletor, let's go back, and I'd like to talk with you about it. Later. I have a lot to think about. Alright, well, we won't be getting any loot, but, well, we won't be getting a good resolution from this, but that's just how it goes for most quests, don't it? Okay, we'll grab the loot here. What do we got here? We got loot here. Grab that. Melted shard of a ring. Now that is an artifact. A very interesting artifact, and I do believe there's a duplicate of it in Kingmaker, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't recall. It's been a while. But I digress. We now have a few more we have a few more things to deal with. Let's deal with the young deer. Why not? The deer is now dead. Okay, we'll skin and collect. Okay, we can't target this young deer for some reason, so I'm not sure why. But hey, I guess it's an important deer, perhaps? Maybe. I don't know. You know, now that I think about it, it might actually be a very specific sort of ring, or it might be something related to religion type things, or even like a druid or something. I don't know. It's something interesting, but not something we have to pursue. Alright, there is stuff over here, but we're not going to be addressing it. We're going to be moving on our merry way. Before we do continue, though, we are going to quickly go handle the demons here and start continuing our crusade, I guess. Yeah, just continue the fighting that we're doing. What the heck? Okay, elementals. This is interesting. Okay, I think we can handle this, but I'm not sure. At the very least, we can pelt them down. So we're going to start with the air elementals, being the fastest. There we go. We won't be able to deal with the fire elementals, so we need to deal with them first with our ranged characters. So we'll whittle those guys down. Okay, this guy is going to move over to here, so we want to move our fighter here. Okay, we can go with a magic bolt to deal with the water elementals here. There we go. Now we start pelting the earth elementals here. There we go. Our fighters will move forward and get some attacks in. There we go. And I guess we just use another bolt just to make it quick. Done. And that's our victory. As you can guess, these sorts of things are really easy with the caster. You just have to be mindful of their mana, because they are basically on a temporary reserve. After pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of a cultist sorcerer in the middle of a broken summoning circle. Despite his apparently outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits he had brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenching the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. Alright, for our troubles, we can identify the carcass, and we can go to the Chilly Creek finally. We have leveled up once again with our chief, and now we can decide on what we're going to do. We can go with the Master of Maneuvers, which increases the maximum size of the army. We can increase offensive training, which will increase our damage from our minions. Or we can go with defensive training, which will increase +2 to AC per level of this feat. Because of how we've been doing things, we want to go with offensive training, because, well, our minions dealing damage is more important, more than anything. We are going to shoot back, and I think we're going to try and deal with the demon army if we can. So we're going to try and rush that. And we managed to get one more combat in, thankfully, so that's good. As for what we encounter, we've encountered giant flies. Okay. As for who we're going to target, I guess we go for the... I guess we'll go for the first one here. There we go. Just whittled that down, I suppose. We're going to go here, attack them. We'll whittle down these again. There we go. And we'll bring them down to 2. Good. That works in our favor. Okay, they're going to start hissing at our soldiers. Let's start taking out these giant flies. Our main army is going to start targeting these guys. We will pelt these guys to get them out of the way, and now we just have to worry about these guys, which are not too bad. We just whittled them down and they're fine. Yep, there we go. Aside from the disease, we're fine. And that gets us 9 units back, and we win the battle. Pretty easy battle, but yeah, that comes with the level 1. The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and Demons is still strewn with the thousands of corpses. The stench of the dead hangs thick in the air while the survivors lurch around the battlefield, looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. I won't be able to fight this level 4 army. Well, I guess I can fight the level 4 army. It's actually quite possible. And we also actually get the +2 breastplate out of it, so that's actually pretty nice stuff. Find a lost relic of Crusaders, yeah. So this is another relic that we can grab. We'll do a save here at this point because we have been going for quite a while. And now we move on to the Corundum, unsolved. Apparently there's a Nightmare Grove, interestingly enough. Do I want to go there, or do I want to just focus on getting to the camp? You know what, let's take the long path, why not? It's not like we're in a complete rush. You spotted a traveling merchant. Do you wish to meet with them? Sure. A merchant certainly isn't a bad thing in these trying times. And for our troubles, let's see what we got. A skeletal salesman.
Shall we move?
If I do recall correctly, and for those of you guys who do remember, there was such a salesman in the Kingmaker series, actually. It's probably the same guy. Hello. A skeleton is walking across wastes. He moves with a pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, the nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw the cart, loaded with valuable-looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there, sir. Or is what I would say under your... Or this is what days look... God, words. Let me restart that. Good evening to you there. Or is this what days look like in your Worldwound? Can't really tell, but don't matter. Be it day nor night, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. Would you like a free scroll? I have a special offer today. A gift for every half-elf customer. I could use a free scroll. Here, take this. With best wishes from my humble enterprise. A scroll of good hope. Alright, what do you sell? Oh, I have the widest choices of merchandise. Right now, I've got a fine selection of magical, mysterious spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me what I should sell best in these parts now? I have a choice of exotic wares from a faraway land, then there's the personal protection equipment, and a whole arsenal for a hunter. Okay, so we can go with exotic wares from faraway lands. We can go with personal protection. We can go for a hunter's arsenal, so that basically means enchanted weapons. Or we can keep to the magical, mysterious spell thingies. Next time, probably go for the hunter's arsenal. Noted! Seek me out on the roads with a new goods to buy. Alright. Tell me about yourself. I'm a simple man, I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. The skeleton laughs as he knocks on his empty ribcage for emphasis. What would you like to know? How did you become who or what you are? Oh, then that's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistakes or you won't be able to live with yourself, get it? Alright, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches. Until I stumbled onto a Dracolich's lair. That's one scary beast, let me tell you. A lich and a dragon. He would have eaten me whole, had I not suggested a deal. I would sell off all the blades and armor left by previous adventurers. Surely he didn't have much use for all that equipment, but he could earn a tiny sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed. But that didn't save my life. Instead, he just turned me into a walking pile of bones. And what do you know? That was the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered river kingdoms, peddling wares until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance, he looked decent enough, decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. He asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so that I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom. Plus half the hoarder. Sound like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed, like a fool. He showed me the contract and it seemed alright to me, and so I just signed it right then and there. We concluded the ritual and the knight found out where my master was hiding, by looking at some astral tracks and whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me my half of the treasure as promised, and then, as per the terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components. For my freedom, and then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had given him all of my loot and still couldn't even cover my debt. And so he offered me a way to repay it by working as before, for his master this time. Thus, I'm still traveling, peddling, and all that, until I earn every last coin that I owe him. And you know what? To pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I'll have to keep working for him until Galarian brings the end times. Now that's the story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As to moral, with a professional air, the skeleton holds up one white finger. The moral of the story is this: watch what you sign. That lesson is free. For the rest of what's in the fine cart, you'll have to pay in gold. I'm going to take a small, I guess, 1-2 minute break. I need to check up on something, and I will be right back with you guys shortly. And I will continue the talk of the skeletal salesman by then. See you guys in a bit. Okay, I am now back. Who is your new master? Did I tell you the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Amon, the archdevil of avarice. Sorry about that. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all. Although by then, I had no guts, really. Now, at least, if somebody asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say, Erebus, the third layer of hell. Palace of the Royal Treasurer. Entrance by appointed only. Do you want me to try to free you from this curse? No thanks. The skeleton waves you away with both hands. Been there, done that. Only made things worse. I have had enough help. I'll make do. Do you trade with everyone, crusaders and demon worshippers alike? You bet. What I do care about is which side of yours is winning anyway. What do I care which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares. Business is booming. Everyone needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, the next day they bring it back all ragged and full of holes, looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole. Or maybe this whole region will fall through it. That's when I pack up and go elsewhere. Galarian is a big place. I can always find new customers. Thank you for your answers. We can't do anything now, but there is a specific lich thing that we can do, which I'm going to be taking if we ever find him as we take our lich path. You're very welcome. Taking is easier than talking is easier than dragging a cart. I can wag my tongue all day for free, even though I don't have one. Show me your wares. The skeleton joyfully rattles the coins in his skull. Here, take a look. Pick anything you like. Buy all of it. I won't be buying everything, but I will be selling more of the things I don't need. So I'll quickly sell those. Tyrant of Mind. +2 heavy flail can safely be wielded by only non-good characters. Each time the wielder of this weapon lands a hit with it, the enemy has to pass a will saving throw or become affected with the equivalent of the Dominate Person spell for 1 round. If a good character wields this weapon, they become permanently confused, even after they unequip it. The effect can be removed by Remove Curse spell. Ah, I see. Alright, we'll sell these shields, because that's just going to slow us down. Do we need Divine Protector? Honestly, I don't think we do. We're going to go price in descending order. Flaming Light Crossbow is interesting, but not necessary. Shot Quarterstaff is interesting. Again, not necessary. Haramaki. So, Haramaki is a light armor that anybody can wear, and it's not going to affect their casting. This is good if you do not plan to use mage armor, but it's also good if you just want to have, something to cast with. I digress, though. We've got headbands here, so we can grab these if we wish. Do we want the Divine Protector? Honestly, I'm not thinking I need this, nor do I need Tyrant of Mind, so we're going to sell both. That way we get a ton of gold back, and we can buy something more useful. Okay, let's see. Well, we're going to need Intelligence if we're going to be giving it to Evelyn. We'd need Wisdom if we're going to give it to Merman, which I don't think we need. Charisma's good for Skeletor because it will affect his statistics. And at this point, I don't think I need the Magnificent Plume Hat. Although, I need to see who has... Yeah, I don't know where that went, so we'll just buy this and go from there. Okay, but we've got that. We're going to equip the headband. And we'll put it like so. There we go. Whenever the wearer of this hat uses any song, this song grants a Fast Healing 1 at level 1, Fast Healing 2 at level 5, and increases by 1 for every 1 point every 4 levels thereafter. Now that is very impressive of a hat. If we had any bardic music, I would definitely grab it, because that's just free healing. Just sitting there. Unfortunately, we do not have the ability for that, so that sucks, but we do what we can. Skeletor's looking a bit, flimsy, but that's to be expected. Instead, we're just going to use this chance to give... You know what? Let's give Panther the hat. Yeah, there we go. Give him an extra 5 HP, because we don't need to do with the Charisma. Instead, we'll give the Charisma over to Merman, because he's going to need it. We're going to level up Skeletor. We're going to level up the Animal Companion, Panther. We'll boost up Mobility. We'll boost up Persuasion, as we do. And now we need to decide what we're going to grab. Outflank would be a good staple, I do believe. But we do not get it yet, because our attacking stat is a bit different. Okay, now we can go for a defensive maneuver, or we can go more offensive. Regardless, we need to figure out what we're going to do. We need to get... I think we need to get unarmed strikes if we want to do that stuff, but let's... Okay, we need Kurungan Smash, so we need Charisma buff. We need to hit 6 if we want to use Kurungan Smash, though, which does suck, but that's just fine. We will need Weapon Focus, so we need to keep that in mind. So I do believe Weapon Focus Claw is the go-to here, because Weapon Focus... Yeah, we need Claw and Bites, because Claws are more common than Bites. So we'll grab Weapon Focus Claw most likely here. Okay, Do we need Weapon Focus, or do we want to go for something else? I'd say Weapon Focus, because we're going to need it, so... We'll grab Claw, because that's what Panther uses, I do believe. Yep. Weapon focus claw. Yep. Yep, Panther has a bite and claws. But I do believe there's 5 attacks, so that's 4 claws, basically, going in. So yeah, that's nice. Oh, bark skin still lasting for 7 hours, right. If I recall correctly, Merman has the special ability that allows him to extend spells for 24 hours. If they are an hour long, that is. So that's good. Okay, we're going to go into Nightingale Grove territory. So we'll do a save here. And move on our merry way. Oh, there's someone on the road. Get ready. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Oh, hello. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout smiling dwarf, a brash dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog, and promising warmth for the rest for the tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling hand jerks towards his weapon, but then relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, you might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. Who are you? Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing campfire with the commander. Something in the way the halfling speaks sounds off. Senior instead of commanding officer. A bivouac instead of the mere casual camp. Maybe he's just a new recruit. A broad smile blossoms on Seelah's face. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens? Catching the halfling's compositorial look, she smiles even brighter. Let's look around. The location for the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight. The air is calm, but an odd feeling of wrongness laces through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't not right. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Vellum, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Vellum's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once. Well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in his eyes, all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Helm? I'm Tran, foot soldier, cook quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. And the one who sets up the tent for Atsy, given that she doesn't have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately, and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly. I'm Atsy. Please do... at your service, Commander. Aren't you scared, camped out here in enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even when the whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Atsy adopts a serious tone and comments to Dran's digressions. You and your boasting. Her 2 commanders greet her remark with a burst of laughter. Something's not right. Attack. Smirking brazenly, the half-elf licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Would you look at that? He didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade, then. Everyone. No more games. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting boiling slurry. Who are you? The one who, pretending to be halfling Vellum, makes a face, mimicking you in an obnoxious voice.
Who are you?
We are servants of Lord Discali, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf who was masquerading as a cleric Atsi gives you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically digging her tongue along the blade of her dagger. Did you like sweet little Atsi? Did you want to play with her in your tent? You monsters! Seelah looks at those who appeared to be trusted allies a moment ago with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? Dumb paladin, you ever think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled? Lady Amimora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. What was the point of this charade? Lady Atamura desires your head, and will gladly deliver it. The elf, whose voice as Tran was so convincing, lets out a repulsive snicker. You think I'm at your mercy? We'll see who the real prey is. I love it when the prey tries to fight back. Alright, as you can suspect, this is quite the dangerous foe. Group of foes, I should say. So, really, it just comes down to be careful at this point. Throw down a grease here. That'll get him quite ruined. Okay, we shoot Skeletor over here. Seelah's probably gonna die here, to be honest. Okay. That's probably gonna down her. We will use grease over here as well. There we go. That'll minimize harm. Yeah, I'm not a fan that everybody died, but okay. Yeah, I guess we're loading. Well, that sucks. Okay, it seems like something's going on again downstairs, so I gotta check what's going on. But, yeah. Be right back. Give me a second, and I will be right back with you shortly.
My life is a burden.
Alright, I am now back. There we go. Okay. Now, before we do engage with this situation again, we are going to get everybody ready, first and foremost. Yeah, so starting off, we're probably going to want to transform to a small earth elemental. There we go. Merman's fine as is. Let's see. Merman is now enlarged for a bit. That's fine. Okay, so we have to make sure we're going to be fine at this rate, so... Alright, let's start with delay poison here, and let's start getting these buffs going. Okay. Let's see. Darwin is AC'd up. Well, no, actually, hold on. Panther needs a buff, so does Darwin, so we're gonna get... Yeah, I guess we get Skeletor on this again, to give them their boost to AC. So we'll do that real quick. Alright, boost to AC, boost to AC, remove fear, just so we have it. Let's give a boost to AC to Skeletor, just in case. We're going to give a boost to AC to... Seelah, I guess? No, not Seelah. We need to give it to Evelyn here. There we go. We are going to be ready with Scorching Ray Cold.
The road calls
Evelyn's
me.
the same, but we're actually going to focus on Sleep here. That way we can start controlling the battlefield even more. Do we need to boost up anybody else's AC? Merman's fine, Trapjaw's fine, Beastman is an elemental now, so he should be fine. Let's see, Beastman, he currently has his size bonus, dexterity bonus, natural armor bonus. So he doesn't actually have an armor bonus. So we're going to give him mage armor temporarily to make up for that. There we go. That way he has an AC of 21 instead, which is good. Okay, for Trapjaw you're fine as is, so that's good. We will do a save here, because goodness knows we're going to need it. Alright, what else can we do? Well, I guess the next best thing is Blur, so giving Blur to these guys are going to be necessary. Alright, we'll use one for Panther and one for Darwin. We will give Enlarged Person to Trapjaw. One to Beastman. Merman, we are more concerned with giving you Reduced Person instead, so... Alright, Merman, you get Reduced Person. Seelah, honestly, Enlarged Person seems a lot better, and we can... Oh, right, we don't have any weapons, never mind. Okay, in that case, we will just give you Enlarged Person like the rest. And Skeletor, we don't need to worry too much about. Well, I guess we can go with Reduced Person, because it will still increase his accuracy, so that doesn't hurt to do. We do have a bunch of inflicts, so we will be getting some healing in real quick before we go. Let's do that. Pump the cure potions. There we go. And we got 100 cure scrolls, so that's going to be nice. Okay, that brings it to 100. That's 100. Alright. Well, no, 100% I should say. Okay, we can't use it on Beastman, unfortunately, but that's fine. There we go. Alright, let's save here.
Together,
I crave for adventure.
Okay, Evelyn, we want you to boost up... No, we want to boost up Beastman. So we'll give Heroism to Beastman. We'll give Trapjaw a buff. There we go. Enlarged Person to, I guess, Merman here is enough. There we go. And off we go. Let us save, and let us begin our fights. Hopefully we can make the checks again, but if we fail, then we fail. That's fine. Okay, we're just reloading that. I want to succeed those checks. We already succeeded them already, so yeah. I'd rather succeed them both, because we did do the effort to go through them.
This way.
Okay, come on. Again, a fail. Not fun. Alright, come on, game. We can do this.
This way.
Okay, I'm getting annoyed. Come on. How did I make that check? Come on. Okay, that was 1, but we need to get 2, so come on. Come on, game. We got this. Although, now that I think about it, I suppose I can get things prepped, so hold on.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Skeletor can throw down some entanglement, I suppose. There we go.
This way.
Okay, let's save here because I'm fine with the entanglement, I suppose. There we go. Alright, there we go. We managed to get it. So, be right back 1 second. The animals are barking again, so I need to check. So, give me a second. I'm sorry that I'm doing this so much, but it needs to be done because family's not here to watch, so yeah, I digress. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I am now back. And I should need to dip unless it's for personal reasons, so that's good. Alright, now that we've done this, we're just going to quickly go over the conversations, which we've already done, basically. And we're going to draw our weapons. Here we go. Alright, now that they've revealed themselves, we can now fight with relative ease. We'll start with the Magus. Alright, we'll start with the Magus and go from there. Panther is going to move over here, specifically. There we go. We want him to be the focal point here. Okay, we're going to target the Drow Magus here. Trapjaw, we want you to focus here. There we go. Okay, they're still entangled, that's fine. We want Skeletor to go with... Yep, we'll just use this real quick. There we go, now they can't do a dang thing. Alright, it appears Panther is doing his work as intended, so that's good. Alright. It's a bit loud, I apologize, but not much I can do. Alright. So, this is what Skeletor is going to do. He's going to disable the entanglement. And before we go anywhere, before we do anything else, we actually want to rush over here. There we go. Oh, jeez! Okay, just kill me like that, I guess. Great. Oh, that's painful. Now I have to go through that again. Oh, pain. Okay. Okay, with that then out of the way, we just go from here, and we're just gonna have to do it again. Alright. Thankfully we managed to get it done. Alright, so what we're going to do, Panther goes over to here. We want Trapjaw to focus on them. Skeletor is going to be responsible for dealing with these guys over on the end here. Okay, yep, we want to focus on these guys. We'll start by, we'll use the crossbowman as a reference here. There we go. Okay, Beastman's taken the brunt, that's fine. Panther's taken some beating, but that's fine. Oh, jeez, Beastman's taken a bit more than expected. Okay, we'll get him into a rage now, so that way he's dealing even more. Okay. I'm worried about the Knife Masters, but that's fine. They will be easily taken care of. Okay, Drow Magus. Okay, well. Skeletor, you're going to be using your ray attack, I guess. Alright, we want to disable this now, at this point. Oh god, okay.
The light, take you.
Okay, Panther, we want you to stick around. Yeah, everybody else just focus on them, while everybody else is focusing on the others. Skeletor, you don't need to disable now, at this point. Okay, that's not fun. Alright, okay, Merman, you're going to be responsible for him, I guess. There we go. Okay, come on. Don't die. Don't die. Beastman. Alright, you go for him. And go for the crossbowman there. There we go. Okay, horse is down, but not dead, thankfully. Fencer's good. Okay. And Beastman's just wailing in. Nice. Okay. We managed to do it. It was just a bit of a cluster. But hey. As long as it's done and over with, I'm fine. Okay. More items. Nice. We'll first organize our group real quick. Make sure everybody's together.
Rely on me.
Alright. We're going to go with lay on hand other here. There we go. It's certainly not enough, but thankfully got plenty of healing that's going to cover our problems. So I'm not too worried. So yeah. Oh hey Evelyn. You're over here. Okay, good. Well hey, we managed to get the fight dealt with.
I must rest.
Kinda sucks that we had to suffer through this, but that's fine. Ah well. Comes with dealing with cultists. They are very tricky people who try and ambush. But hey, that's just how it goes. Alright, as for what's going on here... Yeah, no, it's just an ambush spot that they did. Well, there's loot here and there, if you look around a lot, so that's good. We'll just grab what we can and move on our merry way, most likely.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Anything here? No, not really. Anything around here? I don't see anything, so no. Alright. We move on our merry way. I'm going to quickly shape back, I guess. What is it? Oh, right. Wild shape return. There we go. We are going to heal himself multiple times. We can't convert the spell, so that sucks. Or, well, we can, but it's not going to be converted to a proper spell for healing. Alright, I would use healing here, but, well, quote-unquote healing, but it's not going to work as intended.
Let's shake a leg.
So, yeah, we're done in this area, and we move on, I guess. Honestly, at this point, I'm heavily considering just swapping out Seelah. So, we're going to actually change our direction and go back to camp, get Triclops back, and move on our merry way. Yeah. We're going to ignore the fatigue temporarily for now, in favor of getting back right to camp. And there's someone on the road. I didn't even click the button. Great. I guess we'll see. Commander, we've caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid water of the Worldwound. Commander. The man breathes heavily, and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad. Ambushed. beyond the river. Help. Alright, remain silent for now. Barely catching his breath, he begins again. Yanner Ankle, Hell Knight Order of the Order of the Godclaw, under the command of Pallisaur Rugil Derenge. Our squad is under attack by demons, far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knights. They've supported the Crusaders for more than once in our battle against demons. Despite their questionable reputation, we cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course, it's just... Anevia looks at Yakur over closely from head to toe. I kinda think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armor. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia, who wants us to march to God knows where. Kinda smells like a trap to me. Yakur, who's attacking you, and why can't you handle them on your own? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are, at a guess, clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like stone come to life. I'm almost certain they are gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp and at our most vulnerable, and they caught our forces at a perilous strength. The Parlicitor has dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us. They just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Where's your squad now? Not far from here, beyond the river. It's not far for a single fighter who's abandoned his armor and weapons, but we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can't save everyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Give me one reason why we should help you. Yakur looks at you amazed. The Hell Knights are the former allies of Crusaders. After a pause, he adds, I cannot make promises on my behalf of my command, but under the circumstances, you must be able to convince our Parlicitor to join your army. Hell Knights in our army. That's just what we need. What do my companions think? Your companions look at their guest suspiciously. Hell Knights. With allies like them, we don't need no enemies. If it suited them, they abandoned us to demons without a second thought, but we're not like them, are we? We have to save them.
Why should we help them? They're the ones who walked into an ambush, though they can get themselves out of it.
The Hell Knights are heartless executioners. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like devils. Shaylin, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hell Knights to their fate, and continue our offensive on Dresden. Do you recall Prelate Hulrun? Well, picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. Do we need allies like that? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join our forces in return. We could use some fresh blood. Hell Knights? No, not for all the gold in the world. Don't you know what kind of people they are? 1 minute you're just going about your business, the next you're locked in the stocks and there's a butcher in the black armor standing in front of you. I don't know who these knights are, but if there are people suffering out there, then of course we have to help. It's what we came here to do, isn't it? The crow on her shoulder croaks resolutely, supporting her words. Huh? What? Nenio blinks a few times, baffled. This question has no scientific significance. What's interesting is how water in the river poisoned by the Worldwound will affect this boy. With your permission, I'd like to examine him, or his corpse, in a few days' time. Now, normally I would, in this circumstance, I could ignore them, but having Hell Knights doesn't hurt to have. It's additional support, but at the same time, I don't know. Having law abiding with chaos doesn't seem fitting. Throw them out. We'll continue our offensive address it at full momentum. We'll lose out on meeting a character, but it's fine. Yes, Commander. Do you hear that? Take him away. Yeah, we're not going to be accepting the Hell Knight's help. Sure, we can go and do so, but I don't really want to deal with this Hell Knights, to be honest. Especially when we're a chaotic character, so it only adds to the reasons that I don't want to do it. Okay. How's everything? We need reinforcements. Can you get us to our soldiers? We'll pay 7,500 gold to make it happen. Alright, cool. I have to go. So now we got extra soldiers to teleport in, so that's going to be nice. Not a forced requirement for us, but that's fine. Hillor and the mysterious elf. Hold on, hello. What the hell do you want from me? It is good to see you. What can I do for you? Would you like to renew your forces with excellent fighters? Who is the elf talking with you? She didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that had joined the army. She thought I might know the elf she was looking for in my mercenary contacts. But I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared his name. Alright. Good luck. Watch your back. Only trust your closest friends. The enemy is cunning and treacherous. Yeah, no kidding. That's why I'm trying to play it safe. It is a bit laggy, which does suck, but that's fine. Okay. We don't need any of these. We'll sell those. We'll sell all these. We don't need the Hat of Heartening Song, so we're just going to sell that. Anything else that we need? Not really. We'll just sell those. And yeah, that's as much of a lightweight that we're going to get. But we do manage to get the Melted Shard of a Ring, which is interesting. So before we go anywhere further, I'm going to talk with the storyteller, if I can. Which is over somewhere. I guess... Campman Canabras, no. Hillor, no. I don't know where the storyteller is. I guess he's just hanging around elsewhere. Hey, little one. They say you can do magic. The old silver-haired fighter sizes Ember up skeptically. Apparently baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of the war. He's cradling his wound arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me?
Yes.
Oh, of course. Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you. That's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes his healthy skin underneath him. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home just like you. Oh, little girl, how'd you end up here? What are you going to do in the thick of it with us? Ember gives him a light-hearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to the thick so that the thick wouldn't come to the other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, I'll be. So little, yet more courageous than some officers. The old man runs his rough hand over his hair, and she smiles at him, again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hands like a cat. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just any arm you healed. The soldier leaves, shaking his head pensive. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi! Looks like your words really got to him. The demon's claws don't just rip up our bodies, but our souls too. Magic can heal cuts and broken bones, but the wounds that hurt the most, they've not invented a spell for that. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength, but I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. What if something I say was wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet. But I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. I hate to say this, but what could you say that would possibly be useful to them? You should really hold your tongue. Smiling sadly, she opens her mouth to say something, but immediately covers it with her three-fingered hand. As we slowly begin to belittle the girl. And it's probably not a good thing that I'm doing this. It probably is going to make some people angry, but if I'm going to play this evil, I have to play the parts, so. Alright. Okay, I am back.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
Sosiel looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Househeart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I've made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that the raid along the edge of the Worldwound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turn over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Ellen. I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin, but it looks like I was wrong about him too. Seelah looks at you closely, waiting for an answer. Your ideals were mistaken from the start. Maybe now you'll see people as weak and vicious creatures. It's pointless trying to reform them. They are only fit to be controlled. You're an amazing person, Skeletor. I feel a certain fortitude in you. A strength of will, even when you say something I could never agree with. She sighs. Thank you for listening to my grumbling, and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Janna and see if I can talk some sense into her, and find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Ellen told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins, who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomidation gained their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the powers for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. As you should. Alright, for our journal, let's see. We've got While the World Burns. Alright, a farewell, we've done that. The opening, we've got to find relics. Earbest Scabber, we've already done. In the Pursuit of the Past. We need to find more scripts, but we'll worry about that later. Banner of the Citadel, make it to Dresden. Cold Waters. We do need to meet the... We need to meet the cleric in Chili Creek, so we'll go there, probably. But for now, we're just going to take our time exploring. We are now exhausted, though, so before we do go out, we're going to do a quick rest in the area here. Actually, if I go quickly over to the tent here, I need to take some rest here. So I'll pop in here, quickly get a rest in. Okay, we'll grab some loot, because why not? Okay, there's a note here. Collect, there we go. Place has been sanctified, good. Alright, let's move over to the tent, and... Actually, before we do, I'd like to check up on, the tents here. Mainly Neura's tent, just to be safe.
This way.
Oh, no, I guess nothing's happening. Good. I don't see anything else of note happening around the camp just yet, so yeah. Is there anything that I should be worried about? Let's see. Crusaders. Nothing of note just yet, so yeah. Ember is bobbing her head and humming a tune. She greets you with a carefree, cheerful smile. Her wandering eyes linger on you just for a moment before darting off again into the distance. Do soldiers still rely on you for help? Even more than ever. They come to me, ask questions, wanting advice. I don't think I ever say anything clever, but sometimes it helps them. That's what matters, right? I try to remain silent like you told me. I haven't said a word all day, but they follow me around. I couldn't stand it. So go. Alright, so even then, religious belief with her is just growing. Well, then again, that's the path of the atheist for you. At least in this game. Alright, we're going to rest for the recommended period of time. We're going to organize everybody into position. As for it, we're just going to go for our hearty meal, I suppose, yeah? If we put her there, that will work. And for here, I guess Nenio's the best course, so yeah, Nenio, we want you to throw down a scroll of mirror image. Alright, we've got a hearty meal prepped, and we want to change that to fish on a stick. Now, fish on a stick is a very useful tool, or a very useful cooking recipe, because it allows you to rest, or rather, it allows you to spend 4 additional hours active. We want to set that as our current recipe, because I'd rather have that than a +1 to skill checks.
I only regret.
But yeah, no, I'm going to try my best to get as much from that there as possible. Alright, and with that, we don't need to explore the area any further. We're going to toss Seelah out and get Triclops back, because he is our main man. We kind of need him, so yeah. Having him around is going to be important. Alright, for organization, we just get Skeletor back in the back. We get this guy. Alright, we put you here. There we go. And we are now good to go. Now, I can either... Well, first we're going to have to settle on the army. So we're going to do a save here first. Because we're going to get into immediately a fight. So let's deal with this level 4 army. Thankfully, there's no there's no assistance coming from them, so that's good. But we will need to use a lot of mana to deal with all of these guys, to some degree. We are going to start pelting them from the back. We'll start with you here. There we go. Okay, they're going to start moving. Okay, we focus on you. There we go. We are going to focus on this group here. Well, actually, no. If we stick our warriors here, then they can't progress forward. We're going to keep pelting these guys here. Alright, they're going to start harassing our armies. That's not fun. Let's hope they don't die. Okay, let's start by dealing with the giant flies here. There we go. I might have to reload at this point, but we'll see. Okay, we want the armies to get rid of one of them at least. The less they have, the better. That's another kill. Okay, we deal with these flies, which are currently destroying our forces. That's not fun. Okay, I'm gonna load, because I do think I can get a spell off during this time. I'm just not sure when. I'm just being dumb about it. Okay, let's reload. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Start with this group, once again. There we go. Okay, no, we want to get the higher outcome, preferably. So we want to get kills. That's the important bit here. We want to get kills with our rolls. Because if we get kills with our rolls, then it's going to work in our favor. Okay, that's perfectly fine by me. I'd rather have that than nothing. Okay, that's one down. Okay. We are going to start shooting at... I guess we whittle down the flies here for now. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna start targeting... Yeah, let's start targeting these guys again, as we do. We can't save during these times, so that sucks. So we will just try our best to get as much minimalized as there. There we go. We are going to set ourselves... Well, we're just going to continue pelting, I suppose. There we go. Hope that's enough. Okay, now they're focused on him. That's good. That works in our favor. Oh, but that archer is... That's going to suck. Okay, we're going to just whack him. We are going to whittle down the forces for this group. I'm not too worried about the minions here. I'm more worried about the archers. We'll get rid of them immediately. There we go. That whittles down their forces significantly. We'll start pelting these separately, so that way damage is reduced as we go. Okay, archers take on you. And now we can start focusing on a specific individual. We'll go for you. We'll use the ray once more to get the kills there. Good. We will target these guys here. They're going to start acting. Get a kill even more, but that's fine. We can now take out these guys. Just barely. Alright, we're going to focus on the others down here. There we go. And now we can go for the kill. Done. Took a bit of leeway and we did have to reset, but we did manage to succeed. And we didn't lose a single unit, as is usual. So that's good. We managed to get ourselves a +2 breastplate and a crest of Melander Lins, the Commander Knight. Cool. We're going to use this chance to shoot back over to here. Okay, and we've got a choice. We can either go to the Demon Army here, or we can go to Demon Army up there. Recruitment appears to be remains the same. We do have a Army 1, so we will be moving them forward. We want them to move as far as feasibly possible. And they will be our Army 1. And honestly, I think I can get a... well, let's not show the tutorial. Let's see if we can... We do need to assign a general at some point, but it's fine. Anyways. That's the Army 1. Army 2 has still got some movement, so we can move them. We're going to save here. Yeah, we'll save there. There we go. And we're going to try and take this fort before we go. Yep, we'll take this fort. And, yeah, just keep claiming land. The more we claim, the better. Okay, we got ourselves a gargoyle. Okay. We're going to have trouble with them, so we want to deal with them post-haste, so... Let's do a missile there. Now they can't do a dang thing. I'm not so worried about the ghouls, I'm more worried about the sharpshooters, so we're just going to start pelting them and getting rid of their forces. The less archers they have, the better we can be. Ow. Okay, that's half my forces gone. Start dealing with the ghouls now. Okay. Do I think I can handle these? I do not think I can, so I'm just going to do a guaranteed scorching ray to get rid of them. And we'll start pelting the ghouls here. And that just leaves our knights, or our warriors, I suppose. And we'll just continue whacking them. Alright, that brings us down. Now our minions here are paralyzed, but that's fine. We got archers to handle them. So yeah, they're going to slowly start whittling, trying to paralyze us, but to no avail. Boom. Done. This man didn't even do a dang thing. And for our troubles, we managed to retain our warriors, and we can continue onward. We managed to get to level 4 with our chief, and now we can get the next best thing. We are going to grab Cure Wounds. This is an important staple in addition to Scorching Ray, because it will give you healing. This is absolutely a must if you're trying to, you know... Well, it's an absolute must if you're trying to establish yourself with the Crusader here. Or at least your Summoner. Okay, we've moved our minions, and honestly... Yeah, we go to the Conundrum Unsolved, I suppose. Or we go Moondance Meadow. Yeah, we're gonna go Conundrum Unsolved first. It'll take us 6 hours to get there, but that's fine. We use this to go to here, and enter. This will be our first step to traversing. Okay. Now that we are here, let's see. Holy Symbol of Iowa Day is still active, that's good. What's a... Oh, that's a lot of dead people, apparently. Okay. I don't think there's enemies in this area, but I could be mistaken, so I'm just taking it really careful here. Worst case, if I do run into something, I will deal with it post-haste, but... It's a danger. Interesting. And there apparently is a cave here. Intriguing. I don't think there's anything up here either, but there, you know, you never know. There might be something, but there is that cave definitely, so we should probably check that out. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything on the top, so yeah. There's nothing around here aside from the cave, so I guess we're going in. Alright, so this cave's a bit interesting. I don't think we can resolve it just yet, but there is purpose to this place. Yeah, we're not ready for this because we need stuff. I do believe. Oh, actually, no, we got the tablets here. Never mind. Okay, we grabbed these. Yep. Now, if I do recall correctly, basically what this puzzle entails is that you have to basically not use the same symbol if you can avoid it. So yeah, as you see, there's a different symbol here. For this one, we want to make sure the symbol is not the same. Okay. Now, if I recall correctly, yeah, so we need to deal with... Okay, I think it's this one? Or am I wrong? I think that's it, yeah. Then we put this one here. And there should be another one here. There we go. So I was right on that. Let's see. What else is there? We've got 3 options here. We got 3 options here. So I guess we go with this one. Okay, and this... I guess this one is next, so we go this. There we go. Oh, no, wait, that's wrong. Turn the slab around. There we go. Or do we, actually? Hold on. Okay, so we need to turn the slabs, obviously. And we want to make sure, like... Okay, yeah, no, this is wrong and this is wrong, so we need to pick these up. So these need to be swapped around, I do believe. Okay, and this one needs to be this one, I believe. No, it's wrong. Okay, do I swap this one around? God, it's so hard to remember what this is. Hold on.
What's in wait for me there?
I've got these right, I think, anyways. Do I swap these around? No, that... Well, I guess it worked. No, it wouldn't work here, so we need to turn this around, obviously. Okay, what's wrong here? Let's see. Alright, hold on. I may need to pick these up again. Let's take this. It's such an obscure puzzle that I've forgotten it. But it's one of the few interesting things, and it is really a brain teaser when you think about it. But yeah, no. Seeing this, it resembles 2 bits. Hold on. So as you can see, there is the symbol here and symbol here. So I guess we need to get... We need to get the arc thing here with the 2... So... I will call this fish, and this will be... I don't know. So, yeah, we want a fish and whatever that is. So, we'll go from there. Okay, so fish, which is the 2 bits here, and... Let's see, fish and what? Yeah, so this, I guess. So yeah, the fish goes here, and that go... Oh, that's wrong. So that's not right. How about... this? If we turn the slab around... No, that's not going to work. Okay, what? Well, let's see. Okay, so let's see. The fish... So it's one of these 2, from the looks of it. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. Wait, hold on. This might be it. Well, no, it's probably not. Okay, well... I guess that works, I guess, for now. And now we need to do matching bits, so... If there's something like this, we put that there, which we flip around. This has the 7, so we gotta put in this. And that goes there, and I guess we got this one, which we put in. And we flip it? No, okay, so... Let's see, what's wrong with this? Is it these that need to be swapped? I think that might be it. Unless I'm wrong. Well, no, they set into place automatically, so that shouldn't be wrong. Hold on. Okay, let's see. So I've got this right to some degree, but we need to make it so it... Okay, so wait, I need this and a 7 in there. And in here, do I need these 2 symbols? Okay, so in that...
I'm losing my temper.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose my temper too. Okay, here, how about this? I'm gonna do a quick Google search. This'll be my way of showing you guys how to do it, basically. Plus, I don't want to spend too much time here, so, yeah. Okay, journal-wise... Alright, I don't think there's a specific quest that's named here. Conundrum Unsolved, yeah. We'll go with that. Alright. Okay, to solve it, we need the 7, obviously. Oh, okay, so I've got it wrong, no matter what I do. Yeah, no, these guys are in the wrong position, so I need to take these out properly. Okay, take these out. Oh, no, wait, they're already locked in position, so I can't really do anything about it. Okay.
Wherever
That sucks.
my legs carry me.
Okay, so no, this is the puzzle. It's just locked into place now. Okay. Well, that's great. Well, no, it is right. Okay, so we need the 7 connecting, which is expected. So we need to go here, put the 7. Okay, so I guess we go with either 7 should work. Yep, we'll go with this 7 here. There we go. Then we need on this one a 7. And then it has a different symbol. Okay, so this is right, apparently. And then you need the weird squigglies and the others. Okay. So for this one, what you do is you put in this. And that's right, apparently. And then for this one, you put in the last one here. There you go.
It was easy, wasn't it? Simple puzzle, simple solution.
But it was just a beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity.
A translucent figure appears out of thin air, clad in a loose-fitting robe.
Its face is hidden behind a simple, unadorned mask.
Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation. But is this really so? The secrets of the universe will only be revealed to the most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself, and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. The heart of mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle, and you will comprehend the forbidden knowledge.
A map of the area that looks vaguely like the Worldwound appears in the figure's hand. A single dot shines brightly on the map.
Who are you?
The translucent figure remains silent.
What is the heart of mystery?
Simple puzzle, simple solution. The heart of mystery is located west of here.
Your map is obviously outdated.
Comprehend the meaning of creation for the most worthy immortals. The heart of mystery prove all the secrets of the world. The translucent figure vanishes in the air.
Okay. But for completing the puzzle, which is the more important bits, we do get access to these. Now, I will be going over the puzzle once again. We managed to get an elven note, which is surprising. We'll grab those. We got some hide barding. But to once again reiterate on how the puzzle is done, if you're looking for it, just look at that specific photo, or rather this specific, design, and go from there. I will re-angle it just for your guys' sake. So what you want to do is you want to put these plates in because they automatically slot in quite easily. It seems as though I've figured out how it works though. What's going on is that you have to get these two connecting with these two in appearance, and you have to get these two in connection with this row. So basically you have to follow the rows between them, in addition to figuring out essentially, well, you basically got to make it row correctly, and you got to put in the right symbols basically. But otherwise, as explained, a relatively simple puzzle. I'm just being dumb. So, yeah, whatever. I can be dense sometimes, so yeah, whatever. I'm here for your guys' entertainment after all, not looking to spend hours on end just wasting away through a puzzle that's probably boring as hell. I'm sure the more interested of you would be interested to learn this as we go, but whatever. Alright, we shoot past here. We go along to the Nightingale Grove. Grab whatever is here. And yeah, we enter to see what's at here. Okay, I am worried about this area, but I'm not too worried. I will use Barkskin here temporarily, and Shield of Faith to follow suit. We'll get Skeletor to activate Mage Armor here. And we'll continue with our magic. Get your hands off that, it's mine! Yours? Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run! Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Well, well, well. So why is that dude invisible then? Oh, okay, charge. Not fun. Alright, that's a death. Okay, we want Evelyn, you're on sleep duty. Beastman, go into a frenzy. Panther's doing fine. Okay, Merman, you're on fire resist duty. Alright, there we go. Everybody's got fire resistance now, and Beastman, seriously? Go. Okay, big damage. Panther's doing well. Merman, we want you to heal Panther at this point. Okay, that'll at least... Are you... pain. Okay, we're reloading, I guess. We should probably buff with the mind that enemies are going to be attacking us, so... Let's get ready. Let's enter, beef up properly, and we will engage with full force. Because I have no idea where when I'm going to encounter more enemies, so all the better to be safe than sorry.
I know mystic theology, arcane.
Okay, fire resist. Alright, Barkskin. Okay, acid. Less. Shield. Well, no, hold on. We don't want to use Shield of Faith. We'd rather use the... Let's use the Protection from Alignment Communal as the last thing, rather than everything else. We're going to start beefing up our main characters here. Alright, Barkskin, all across the board. There we go. Alright, we got fire, we got acid, we can now get cold, but we're gonna... Yeah, let's get cold, because that's more common. We're going to swap over to a small earth elemental, as we do with Beastman. Triclops, you're responsible for enlarged person on yourself, as well as expeditious retreats, and any other things. Okay, mirror image, and blur. Trapjaw, you can't cast spells, so you're fine. We're going to use Enlarged Person on Trapjaw, because Beastman won't get the buff. Skeletor, you're responsible for Mage Armor on anybody who needs it. Let's see. Triclops, I don't believe has any armor, does he? Yeah, he doesn't even rock armor, so maybe giving Mage Armor to him is actually pretty good. Alright, Skeletor. Give Triclops Mage Armor. Okay.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Alright, enlarged person, reduced person on Merman, because he needs the AC more than anything. We're then going to go with delay poison communal. We will follow up with Beastman getting heroism. And finalize with Panther. And we'll get mage armor for Evelyn. Why not? Alright, this is going to be our combat style. There we go. Let's grab everybody and move out. Alright. Panther, we want to charge in with the focus. Triclops is going to be obviously a danger, but that's fine. Okay, Trapjaw, focus on the Marauder leader. Nice. Ah! Spaghettified. Nice. We're gonna have Trapjaw focus on the Marauder Alchemist here. Skeletor, what are you doing? Okay, whatever. Okay. Cool. Triclops is getting demolished, that's fine. Oh, horse, okay. Alright, we take out the Alchemist. We then go for the Marauder over here. Seems like we got some horses. Oh no. Triclops, no. Well, once again, we go in. Triclops, we want to make him run past, most likely, while we have Panther handle the brunt. We'll have Panther go forward and go from there. Alright, Panther goes there. Triclops, we want to run around. We'll have him focus on the Marauder here. Okay, apparently Panther is immediately dead. We don't want that, that's for sure. Jeez, that's a lot. Kinda regret giving him Expeditious Retreat at this point. Okay.
Practice my combat abilities.
Alright, Triclops, we wait for... Okay.
I'll split you in half.
Alright, that's one. Triclops, you're good. Okay, apparently Panther is immediately down, so that's not fun. Yeah, I'm starting to get... Jeez. They're killing him so fast. It's not good. Panther is literally our saving grace here. Come on. Okay, Merman. Maybe that's it. We need Merman to cast Protection from Evil. Yeah. Yeah, Protection from Evil. That's gonna help. Here we go. Okay, Panther. Get Triclops back here. We're going to go with the Marauder here. The focus. Okay. Okay, Beastman, we want you on duty. Oh my god, Panther is just... Maybe that's what I need. See invisibility. You know, that would actually help a lot. Okay, Panther. I do believe there are scrolls of see invisibility else on here. I'm just not sure where. Well, I guess Blur is obviously going to be a need, so we should probably use that. Yeah, let's use Blur. Let's get... Well, we don't need Shield of Faith. We don't need Blessed Weapon. I'm more worried about his defenses more than anything, because he keeps getting snuck up on. Okay. There's an easy way to handle this now I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, let's use Glitter Dust here, actually.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Okay.
Quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Glitter Dust. All creatures... Okay. I'm probably not going to get Glitter Dust off, though, so that sucks, but whatever. Alright, let's have Triclops take the hits from the, There we go. Okay, now he's a target. Okay. Alright, the Marauder managed to get rid of the Triclops. Okay. Not a fan of him taking all the blows, though. We'll back him off a bit. There we go. Okay, Beastman is going crazy. Panther is going nuts. Alright, Skeletor, we want you on grease duty, I guess. Or is that going to work? No, probably not. We want to go slumber duty with the alchemist here. Skeletor, your focus is him. There we go. In fact, if I activate Sense Vitals, that will work in our favor real quick. There we go. Okay, we want to target the Marauder here. No, let's target that one. Oh god, okay. Okay, yeah, nope. Move Skeletor back here. There we go. Oh, great. That's not fun. What are you guys doing? Attack! Evelyn, why are you into me? Why is Evelyn just... I hate this AI so much. There are certain instances where it's good, but most of the times it just buckles. And just horrible things. Horrible, horrible things. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, Triclops will take the brunt. Panther will go in. Alright, no, Panther backs up. Taking the hits. Trapjaw will be responsible for you. There we go. We then focus on the Marauder leader. And the Merman is going to be responsible for him. Evelyn, what are you doing? You're not going that far. Instead, you're going to focus on sleeping him. And you're going to be responsible for elemental rays instead. Alright, Alchemist is gone. No longer a problem. Alright, Skeletor, what are you? You are way too far. Okay. I hate having to do this, but whatever. Alright, we activate that. Now we focus on the Marauder leader. Okay, he's down. Beastman, we activate your rage ability. Alright, Evelyn, you're getting targeted. That's not good. Okay. Not too worried about our animal companion at this point, but we do still need to take out these guys if we want to hope to take them out. Okay. Before we go any further, Merman, heal Panther. That way we have the best possible outcome here. Okay. Heal. We are going to then heal Evelyn, who seems to be under some severe damage. Okay, there we go. And now for the Marauder. Well, he's gonna die anyway, so yeah. Boom. Managed to get one more bomb off, but that's fine. We managed to do it, though. Whew. Tedious, but necessary. At the very least, we're getting a ton of loot because of it, so that's good. We'll yoink everything we can. Kinda sad we get... Oh, hold on. I hope this letter finds you in good health, Sir William. I see now with great sadness that you have quite forgotten and abandoned us. It's been 3 years since you visited your native lands, and your father and at your family crypt. Last summer, some passers-by broke the lock on it and spent the night inside. As steward, I installed a new lock and cleaned up all the wreckage. Your servant who went missing, whom you inquired after your previous letter, has indeed been seen, but as present, his precise whereabouts are unknown. He came to us, looked at us with contempt, said something through his teeth, gathered taxes for you, ate a whole goose for free at the tavern, jumped on his horse, and galloped off. If he went missing somewhere on the road, we wouldn't know anything about it. It's been a complete disaster here, even without missing strangers to account for. 7 days ago, all cows gave black milk, and the milkman who tasted it out of drunken stupidity died in the pain of twisted bowels. There is something wrong with the spring. The water stinks of rotten eggs, and the cattle won't drink it. Besides, some scoundrel threw some dead dogs into the closest well, the one on the crossroads, so we filled it with soil. I expect the demons are giving us trouble any way they can. Our cattle are dying of thirst. Children are going missing in your protected forest. The woodcutters saw some scarecrows which they swore were alive. They spoke of angry faces and bare teeth. They were afraid to get close and watch them from afar. Frightening things are going on in the woods. I fear that witches and demons have settled in your protected forest to do their wicked mischief. They're probably the ones who picked the bones of your servants who gone missing. And if you asked us, as if you suspect us of being involved, as if we could kill or rob an honest man. It's upsetting, Sir William. We never touched your servant, and if we did, he was a wretched man, smug and nasty. And we have no food or water, and our children are going missing. Instead of serving your Lady Galfrey, you should come home defending us, and bringing us food. You must have some gold, Lord, that you are. There's no one to protect us besides you. The city lads only come to find new recruits and take our gold. They don't have the authority to do anything more. And the send-off we give our lads and lasses they take, the whole village comes to say farewell, just like it's a funeral. None of them have returned home to the village yet. We are dying. So I'll tell you the honest truth, Sir William. We cannot live like that way anymore, but we cannot die in such terrible conditions either. So we agreed with our neighbors to burn down your forest on the next new moon. Your protected forest where the dark beasts live. We'll surround it, set it to fire from all sides, and hire a wizard to steer the wind. We won't put it off just because the forest is protected, or because no one may shoot game there or entertain therein, or cut down its trees. Of course you'll be very angry at us for burning down your family forest, because we've already been cutting its wood and shooting game there. But there is nothing else to eat, and no other woods. We won't let the forest beasts steal our children. If you wish, come and execute me. Execute all of us. But we won't put up with this anymore. And that's that. Respectfully, the steward of Viscola village. To Lord Sir William. Oh, that didn't work really well, because they're dead now. Oh man, that sucks.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Well, that's how it goes, I suppose, huh? Well, whatever. It's not our problem, it's William's problem at this point, I guess, right? Poor dude. Yeah, I much prefer the good playthroughs, but that's just me. Personal opinion. Well, it's not like we could have stopped this anyways. It would have happened anyways, and the damages would regardless be the same. Horse, okay. Well, we can't talk with horses, so... yeah. Unfortunately, I guess these guys are just gonna stay here.
Wait for me there, I wonder.
It'd be nice if there was like a pet pal thing where you could talk with animals. I would certainly take a feat to just do that. Certainly be an interesting situation talking with animals and figuring out what they want to say. Okay, we are left with a ravaged campsite next, which is probably going to be very interesting. We'll not rest just yet. We'll go to the ravaged campsite, we'll collect those materials. We don't need to go here, so yeah, we just move back to the camp at this point, and we'll get a rest when we get there. We'll do a save here, just in case we run into any undead or demons. I'm just going to be playing it safe. Okay, our minions are up to snuff. Let's go to Crusader Army 1. we will shoot up to here. And Crusader Army 2 will be going here. And moving over to this demon army. And we are going to pursue them. We're going to kill as many demons as we possibly can. That is the most important bit right now. Oh. Okay, so most concerning issue, whites. They are probably going to be the worst of the worst here, so... Yeah, well, let's do the whites, because they're going to start dealing a lot of damage to us. We'll start pelting with arrows. Let's see, how much do they move? They move up to here. Well, no, they can't move up to there, so they can move up to here and here. Zombies can only move here, so we move here. We'll hold our turn here. Okay, they're not going to engage us, but that's fine. We can just deal with them directly. Alright, Rangers deal with them. So now we just got the zombies. They're not going to be that big a trouble now, so I'm just going to keep welting on them through normal combat means. Their damage is, yeah, it's only 91. I'm not too worried. Better to save our spell power for something much worse, especially with this being a level 1 group. There we go. Besides, worst case, we got healing. So if it does exceed a certain point, we can start recovering some troops. Oh, more damage. Nice. Okay, once again. Boom. Yeah, it's just going to take some turns, that's all. Some time in exchange for more mana to attack with in the near future. Okay, that brings it to a 6. Take some 17 damage, that's fine. Just keep welting on them. Okay, that brings them down to 3. That brings them down to 1. They're going to try and get a kill. That's fine. Done. Alright, nice. And for our troubles, we just lost 6 group members, but they got recovered, so that's good. And for our troubles, we managed to get ourselves a crossbow of judgment. This +2 heavy crossbow has a critical range reduced to 20. Whenever it threatens a critical hit against an evil or chaotic creature, it is automatically confirmed. Oh. I see. So basically, it's a 20 crit range crossbow, but it auto-confirms criticals. That's pretty interesting. Alright, we need to go with Nenio to these nameless ruins, but we will deal with that in a later date. Okay, next on our list is, of course, traveling across here. But before we do, we need to go all the way back to deal with this demon army here, I think? Yeah, let's go back. Let's deal with the demon army there. We're going to move our Crusader Army 1 here. We are going to merge what we can. So we got extra fighters, we got extra archers, we got clerics if we can use them, but we can't. So we got a choice. We can either go with clerics, which can heal, or we can go with rangers. I'm going to stick with rangers and bring the clerics back to hold the fort, essentially. They'll be responsible for guarding the from any enemy's attacks, and now we deal with the demons here, which shouldn't be too hard to deal with. I'm quite confident to take them out. They are Brimrarks, though, so I gotta keep that in mind. So we gotta deal with the Brimrarks carefully. We'll deal with these groups of cultists first. And we're gonna start whittling down the numbers on the bottom end first, before we start moving anywhere. There we go. 4. Okay, this guy's gonna move... Yeah, he's gonna try and move in. These guys are gonna try, but we'll just go here. Start whittling down this guy. There we go. They're gonna try and go around. Okay, we want to start by using Scorching Ray, get rid of these cultists. There we go. We can now deal with the Brimwarks here, so we're gonna start with dealing with those guys. We can get with the guaranteed kill, or we can go with the Brimrocks here. We're going to go for the Brimrocks there. Reduce their numbers, basically. And our fighter of the group is going to take out these guys. Alright, these guys are going to start approaching even closer. We'll take out the Brimrocks first. And we take out the archers to get rid of those Brimrocks, and we just barely get to this position. Okay, they take 11 damage, but we get the kill. And minimal losses for our troubles, which is nice. Alright. After the battle, one of the soldiers noted a half-efficated inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave, where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from the fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear the brave priests hid their secret artifacts in one final attempt to save them from the demonic threat. For our troubles, we managed to get material points 25 and energy points 3. Now, regarding this demon army, I am not confident we can deal with it, so I'm just going to save, and I'm going to try. If I fail, I am just going to move on and not worry about it, because I do not want to fight this if I can help it. Not yet, anyways. Alright, so we got some very dangerous mooks here. We've only got 2 castings currently, so we gotta keep that in mind, so... yeah, it's not gonna be a fun battle. Okay, we deal with the first group there. Yeah, we're not going to make this work. Okay. Okay, I guess we middle down the marksman starting off. There we go. Okay. Yeah, no. We have no chance. Okay, yeah, let's load before we risk the entire operation. Yeah, we're not doing that. As you can probably guess, this is a level 7 army. We're not confident in doing so. Yep, we just move our army right back. We've cleared up so much so far, so we're good on that. Crusader Army 1. We are actually going to return back, I do believe. Yeah, we're going to have them return, so that way we can get ready for the Crusaders that are about to come in, most likely. We'll swap back to our original crew. We want to rest in the camp. A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Worm have reached the troop, with a full chest of gold, and a message from Sir Horgus to score more victories. Alright, cool. That leaves us with some more army size, which allows us shield bearers, which is going to be a fundamental group for the second army, I do believe. We are going to assign a new general, specifically. As for who we assign, let's see, we've got heroism, Baroness is okay, but not what we want. Let's see, do we have healers? Nope. Cause fear, not what we want. Alright, let's get Setsuna Shy here. And we have plenty of resources to make it happen, so... yeah, Setsuna Shy is now our next commander. We're going to send him over here. And we're going to reunite with this group here. There we go. We bring these guys in to the fray. And set them up there. And off we are good to go. Now we've got Crusader Army 3 and 1. Although I probably should have... it's fine. Point is that we got an army. That's good. Alright. We move back to our normal positioning. We are going to go back to rest to start with. Obviously rest is going to be necessary, so that's why I'm going back here to do so. Because last thing we want to be is exhausted when we're fighting enemies. Alright. Alright, almost done. Loading, and boom. Okay, Panther with me. Anything worthwhile noting? No, not yet.
This way.
Canabras, no. Soldiers, no. Okay, nothing here to be worried about. Winnedug's good. Yeah, Beth's good.
Wherever my legs carry me.
We don't have anything to worry about just yet. I'm just doing a once over the camp because there is special interactions that happen every now and again. So it never hurts to check up on people. Okay, nothing here. Alright.
Forwards.
I should probably sell some stuff before we go. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go to Wilser and sell. Yeah, show me what you have. Let's see, weapons. Crossbow judgment is nice, but not necessary. We'll sell all these, because we don't need them. Sell all the mundane stuff. +1 chain shirts. They're alright, but not needed. Hide barding is also not needed. We don't need a +2 breastplate, if I'm not mistaken, from our group. Because we use heavy armor or no armor. Or light armor, I guess. But no, we don't need that. Weapons. We do not use a light hammer. So that is probably a sell. Whenever the wielder of a +2 light hammer confers a critical hit, all members of their party are affected by the equivalent of a haste spell for 1d3 rounds. Nope. We'll sell that. We don't need the light hammer. Crossbow of Judgment. If I was focused into a heavy crossbow build, I'd grab it, but it's not worth it. We've got the Blood Clarity, and we've got Cloak of Resistance +1. Whenever the wearer of this cloak lands a killing blow, they gain immunity to mind affecting condition for 3 rounds. That's actually really nice for a very particular individual, now that I think about it. Hey, Trapjaw! Oh, right, he has the stealth cloak, though. I think the next best person to wield this cloak is gonna have to be Beastman. Otherwise, we will just get cloaks for everybody to wear, so that's good. Evelyn, you can have this cloak, there we go. Alright, Skeletor, you're looking fine. And, yeah, let's get you into the rest. Small rest before we continue on with our expedition, and we're good to go. Anything in our chest? Nope. We'll just get the rest in, and... yeah, we keep to the fish on a stick. We're gonna swap over to her. There we go. And we got another fish on the stick ready, and we are good to leave. Alright. Alright, we go area exit, we gather everybody. Because we have a particular location to go to, and by the time we reach there, we're probably going to have to end it, I feel. Which does suck, but it's fine. We're going to go to this Moondance Meadow first. And let's go check this place out first. Who knows, maybe we won't reach the location that I'm talking about just yet. But you can probably guess by the direction where we're going. We're going to complete that quest. I do believe this area is rather dangerous, so we should buff. I'll move everybody back into position as we do. There we go. Starting off, we use Merman here. We're going to go with Fire Resistance, Cold Resistance. We're going to use Shield of Faith on Panther here. We'll get Bless. And I guess we'll do Shield of Faith on Merman while we're at it. Triclops, you are going to want Enlarge Person on yourself. Trapjaw, you can't cast anything. Beastman, you're fine. Beastman will swap around, so for the immediate future he's good. Barkskin for everybody. Okay, Beastman, alright. We're going to go with shield here. Blur on self. Alright. We're going to focus on resist acid, just in case. Okay, Skeletor, we're going to want to give you mage armor here. Remove here. Okay. Evelyn,
We miss all the fun.
we want to cast mage armor on you. Skeletor, I guess mage armor on you as well. Okay, she is going to cast Enlarge Person on Trapjaw. And we're going to get Delayed Poison next. No, we want Enlarge Person on Beastman. Yeah. Okay, we're then going to use Resist Poison. We'll do Heroism on Beastman. We'll do Heroism on Panther here. Okay, and the last thing we do is Reduce Person on Merman, I do believe, and then we're good. We do a save before we go. Alright, save here, there we go, and off we go to the races. This should be the most we can do currently, but we certainly can do more if need be. For now, though, this is what we got to work with. Yeah, plague some.
All this waiting, boy.
We're going to activate Sense Vitals here for this particular outcome here. We're dealing with a zombie, so cold damage is not going to work as intended. So we're just going to take that off. Evelyn, take off yours. We're going to focus instead on debuffing their AC. Okay. And now we engage with full force and get ready for a rampage. Okay, Simoleons are going nuts. We want Panther to take the brunt, so we're gonna get him closer. There we go. Okay, Panther goes down, unfortunately. That's fine. We're just looking to deal as much damage as possible. Merman's probably gonna go down at this rate. Yep, Demon Plague comes in, that's not fun. Triclops goes down, Merman's probably gonna go down, yep. But we get everybody. At worst, though, the disease comes in. But at the very least, we managed to survive. That's the important bit. Alright, Sense Vitals did work in our favor at least, I would assume, so that's good. And one of the few benefits of being a sorcerer with Sense Vitals, actually. You get a ton of sneak attack. Alright, we managed to get ourselves a nice juicy item there. We'll grab this. Okay, what else is here? Well, first we're gonna heal up, so let's do that. We'll start by going to Panther here. We're gonna use a bunch of restoratives from our Cure Light Wound stockpile. Okay, that brings us full. Next we go for Merman. I guess I could use until fully healed. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. There we go. Don't need to just spam it like that. I can just do it massed. There we go. Okay, before we continue on, I'm going to save just in case. Because you never know what's going to run into us at this rate. Especially in this area. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything. Just a big bunch of fire. But then again, that's a good thing. It means that we don't have to worry about checking the area for any dangers that might come across us. And plus, yeah, we're good. Alright, let's continue. And we are on to our final stretch. We're going to take the 13-hour journey, but before that, we go with the Crusader army here. We're going to start marching as far as we possibly can here. Okay, we are now stuck at Leper Smile. Now this is a very troublesome post. We're going to move our army back. Crusader Army 3 is going to return back to troupe here. Alright. We're going to... Yep, that's it. We're going to hold the ground with Crusader Army 2 at this camp, because this is the only feasible way, or to give you guys a rough idea, there is going to be eventual attacks heading out to Canobris. So what we want to do is we want to hold this river, because it is a strategic point that the demons use constantly to try and invade. That is why it's important to maintain that position and continue to hold it as much as possible. So for now, we're just on a standstill with our army. We're going to collect what we can here. Going to shoot to the Chili Creek. Our characters are fatigued, but that's fine. We're going to close up, and we're going to enter Chili Creek, actually. And we're entering. There we go. However, I am planning on ending it here. So we got something to look forward to next stream. Alright, but yeah, we are now here, of all places. This is Chili Creek, and we will go into exploring this location and its many wonders next stream. So I'll be wrapping up here. For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more stuff. I stream daily, so if you catch my streams, you can catch me 3 to 7 MST time. If you want to catch my streams, the best way to do so is search me up at FYIPawn at twitch.tv. Alternatively, if you check the About section on my Twitch or my YouTube channel, you should be able to find a link to my Twitch channel. Or, if you're watching from videos, just check the link down below in the description. All three options are available to you to get you to my Twitch channel. For those of you on Twitch, or those of you from YouTube coming from Twitch, welcome. Your support is always appreciated. The more support I have, the more content I can give you guys. Once I hit 50 followers and 3 concurrent viewers, I should be able to apply for affiliate status. Concurrent viewers basically means 3 people watching my stream at a time. I'm not going to ask that you do that, I just want the followers at the moment. But if you're willing to support me, those are the best ways to do so currently, alongside subscriptions and all that other jazz. But again, I'm not going to force it, you guys do what you do. For those of you on Twitch who want to get to YouTube, search me up at the YouTube search bar at FYIPawn. Alternatively, if you scroll down from the Twitch stream itself, you should be able to see a YouTube photo. If you click that YouTube button, it will direct you to my YouTube channel. Or, if you're watching from VODs, you can check the VOD description, and there should be 1 or 2 links which you can copy and paste into your HTML browser. But yeah, if you want to watch some my older stuff, the best way to do so is search me up on YouTube. It has everything since day 1, including the Wrath of the Righteous series and Kingmaker series, no less. So if you want to watch that, that's the best way to do so. If you want to watch my more new content, the best way to do so is on Twitch, because it has about 6 or 7 days worth of content. Now, I will be saying this because it's now coming down to Saturday. I do have a series in mind. I'm not going to spoil it, but this will be a Christmas series. So I'm going to be streaming twice as much as I usually do until the Christmas series is done. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to complete it or not. But honestly, I gotta keep going until I am... well, until I've actually managed to beat the game, so... expect some new content coming in droves, most likely for Christmas, so... yeah, you guys are gonna enjoy that, I'm sure. It's quite the fun game, I must admit, so yeah. I just hope you guys enjoy that. I checked to make sure it works on stream. It should, because it's showing up on OBS, unlike some other series I'm having trouble getting into the game, but I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.